Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. You meant to say, well, I meant to say part. I am part person. Yes. No, when I saw that message pop up, and the first thing that came into my mind was party rockin'. Because party people in the, well, actually no. I thought party people, but then for some reason Party Rock Anthem popped up in my head. Pinnacle is only half a person. Make sure you get it right, alright? Oh, you had a good swim? Nice. Oh, yeah, I could be better, in all honesty, but I had a lot of inconveniences at work, let's put it that way, and I kind of just want to chill with you guys. I mean, we've got an interesting collection of videos that I wanted to take a look at. I was going to react to more the more Pegasus video of the day, but I decided you're half water, really bad. Dehydration ensues. Oh, hey there, Wolfie. Oh, we got a whole party going on here. Party, throw your hands up. Party, throw your hands up. You're talking about Animal Crossing. You decided to play it after not playing since New Year's 2024. Ooh, I've never played Animal Crossing, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I've decided I don't want to look at more Pegasus's video for today, because his videos have gotten longer and longer, it seems, and it's kind of been getting hard to comment, especially since it's like, you know, if you've been keeping up, I know that we've been doing like the bingo stuff, but not this week. I don't really feel like it, but I do have a whole bunch of other videos that have piqued my interest, including this one that's sort of a follow-up to another that we looked at. And then I found like 3 others that one of them we're going to do a try not to laugh, because it's something I watched like the first 2 seconds and I was already like, okay, it's so weird that you missed them. Alright. Yeah, then there's oh, are you talking about Animal Crossing? But yeah, we have this Vine Sauce Zelda Majora's Mask Chaos Edition that, knowing me, if anyone has seen that one stream where we looked at video game Chaos Editions by Vine Sauce, this one was uploaded 2 days ago. I actually do want to check that out. Speaking of which, there's a Kingdom Hearts YouTuber called NoBarabonez, who recently did a very, very cursed mod of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I can't wait for the supercut. We're gonna look at that, because I watched I watched some of it live, and some of it is absolutely hilarious, and other oh my god, when that happens, yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. You only play for the story. Is that so? And then we have another video by the South Park content creator Blooms that I wanted to take a look at. And then a little something that's very different from what we've been looking at, a video by Language Simp about Vietnamese, and then maybe some miscellaneous, and then if we have time, something miscellaneous. You're playing New Horizons. You played Townfolk before. You were really young. You had no idea. Sounds like a lot. It sounds like me when I was like 5 to 6 years old, trying to play Wind Waker, and I played literally just the intro of Wind Waker over and over again because I was so afraid of getting caught by the moblins in Forsaken Fortress. Like, I'd get too close to the end, but I really didn't want to have to deal with that. Of course, I was 5 years old and didn't really know what would happen after that. But years later down the line, I would, I guess, rediscover the game and then play it on my own. And then I had a legitimate addiction. But hopefully one day I'll be able to do a randomizer at some point. But probably not right now because I have other games that I wanted to take a look at first. But I don't really have too much else to discuss. Does anyone have any? Well, there is this one development that I found out when I was at work. I don't know if I should mention it here. It's like, I guess it's kind of serious, but it's also not necessarily at the same time. It involves the passing of a family member that I haven't seen since I was 4. Let's just leave it at that. But since since it's been such a long time since I've seen them, I don't really have any emotional attachment to them. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about in that regard. But yeah, but if anyone has anything, feel free to speak now or forever hold your peace as I sip on this water to make sure that I'm staying hydrated. Because last Wednesday, I think it was last Wednesday, I had trouble commenting on some videos that we were watching, and so I was very like out of it. But this week, hopefully I should be able to do at least some things. Maybe this Zelda Chaos Edition video might jog something in my brain, so to speak. But I don't really have too much else. Let me go ahead and move on. Alright. Oh, I forgot about this. Where is it? Oh, I need to... There we go. Much better. I forgot I did that. Hold on. Let me make sure that... Checking everything here. That's odd. Oh, well. Well, anyway, if anyone was there on... I think it was Friday, on the Friday stream. What in the garbage patch is that face? That's the face of a quote-unquote victim. So, yeah. On Wednesday, we looked at... No. On Friday... No, Saturday. This face looks easy to draw. On Saturday, we looked at a wavy web surf video where one of the things that was featured was that DoorDash girl that filmed a naked guy, and she... where the general consensus is that she purposefully opened that guy's door and saw that he was half naked and decided to film him, and she made it seem like that she was the victim. And now, this is a nightmare for the TikTok DoorDash girl because she's been in a lot of legal trouble. And I actually wanted to see... We're looking at this video because I wanted to see the outcome of all of it, because I know that she had a court case and all of that, and I want to see exactly what's going on here. And this is a video by Atozi. I don't want to look at too much of one particular YouTuber. I want to make sure that I look at a variety of YouTubers, and I don't want to take too much away from the original creators. But yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out the original video. And yeah, you can't believe it's going forward till the end of... Yep, time flies. Yeah, time flies when you get older. It's when you're young, time seems to move slow because everything looks all new. But then as you get older, you realize that you've pretty much seen everything, so there's really not that much to look forward to. Things are... What's up? Yeah, things are okay. We're about to get right into the fate of the TikTok DoorDash girl.
Words for the TikTok DoorDash girl, because this is becoming a nightmare for her.
And if you don't know about the situation, it is insane.
Yeah, I don't actually know. Apparently this is her coming out of court.
So here's a quick rundown.
So on October 12, 2025...
Damn, it was that long ago? October. You have an article saved about how scientists think time is speeding up. We could check that out later.
A DoorDash driver by name...
Yes, this lady. The lady whose face is very easy to draw, who looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Olivia Henderson got an order in...
I can't believe it's been that long. October. For some reason, I was thinking November, but damn.
Oswego, New York. This was apparently a late-night Wendy's order, and from what we know, all she had to do was leave the food at the door.
Yes, that's what happened. Like, she was supposed to leave the food at the door, but according to the ring cam footage, she purposefully opened the door, and she saw the guy... Well, I already explained it, and I'll let him re-explain it.
Take a picture of the food and continue on with her night.
Yeah.
Instead, she allegedly made a series of awful decisions. The police and prosecution They are alleging that she pushed the door open and decided to film a drunk dude who was passed out on his couch with his pants down.
Yep. And she wants to, if this is true, that she purposefully opened the door, then that would make her not the victim. That would technically make that guy the victim. And she ended up posting that video onto TikTok, which is a violation of DoorDash's policies. And so because of that, she ended up losing her job. But because she lost her job, she then thinks she's the victim.
My first video on the story, I reported that she walked into the house because that's what currently was going viral on TikTok. That, from what I know, is wrong. So I have to issue a massive retraction and correction to that statement.
Yeah.
All the, at least credible sources, are claiming that she never walked into that house. She
That's what I could tell.
was only standing in the doorway.
I didn't think I don't recall anyone ever saying that she went inside his house. I do know that the door was propped open by some means, and, you know.
But still, either way, filming and posting what she saw after she allegedly either opened the door or pushed open the door is still incredibly stupid. So if what the prosecution is alleging is true, she seemingly went onto TikTok and tried to destroy an innocent man's life for passing out within his own house with his pants down. Now, obviously, we're not going to show the original video. I can't even find the original video.
When we looked at the Wavy Web Surf video, he showed a blurred, pixelated version of it.
I can find is a screenshot. But even if I could find the original video, I wouldn't be showing that here on this channel.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see that.
For obvious reasons. You know, because there is a massive privacy issue there. But this is her follow-up video to the original video.
So,
yes.
On October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Okay, so she says the door was wide open. And the police and prosecutors say otherwise. And the reason they're saying this is because there's allegedly Ring doorbell footage of her either opening or pushing the door open. Now, the only problem is, to my knowledge, that footage has not been released to the public. I was actually hoping to see that footage today in court, but court had different plans for us today.
Oh, okay.
I also reported this to the
I want to
police.
see.
The police are doing nothing. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim.
I'm the victim because I said so.
I was working. I was literally working.
And she crashed out
They
like a mad
deactivated
woman.
me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my fault while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing.
Okay, so that's her side, and the prosecution is basically saying something around the lines of this happening.
Sir, I have your DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ew, I'm a victim.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
obviously
much. No, we need to look at the AI Pixar version. Maybe because there was no Ring door cam. Was
The
there?
video exaggerates things for humor, and again, correction, she didn't go into the house from what we know.
Yeah.
But this was her
All I know is that there's the AI Pixar slop trailer that we saw, like, more than once, I think.
final response before the trial.
Hi guys, it's the DoorDash girl. There have been a lot of people saying things like I entered the customer's home or I opened the customer's door, but I can assure you that I did not do either of those things, and I have obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when I arrived to the customer's house. But due to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time.
Okay, so we have two sides saying two different things. The only thing everyone can agree on is that the homeowner was laying passed out inside of his own home with his pants down.
Yeah,
Then
apparently that's the only thing that we know for sure.
she had her arraignment, which was actually televised.
Oh, okay.
And she asked to ban cameras, but the judge reportedly responded, so now you don't want cameras involved. So I wouldn't say that was a strong start for her, but that was her arraignment. This is how her first hearing went. And as we found out, it didn't go as expected, and it doesn't seem like she's just going to get a slap on the wrist.
Back at the airport again, because today we're heading to the TikTok DoorDash girls trial.
Oh my god, no. This is reminding me of when this guy and various others went to the Johnny Somali trial in Korea.
Which is tomorrow. So we're going to Syracuse, New York.
Oh my god, no. This is crazy.
This trial because there's been so many details about this case that have been extremely unclear. So might as well go show up and get them clarified.
Dude, this is the smallest airplane I've ever been on.
Is it?
Welcome to Syracuse, we're local time. 2:03 p.m.
Alright, so I'm in Syracuse, New York. This is not Miami. Why get
Oh no.
influencer break the law somewhere tropical? Miami was great. this is rough. Tomorrow morning.
Oh, was this in the middle of the snowstorm that took place
Sitting, I'm
earlier,
driving
or
the
was this a
last,
different
25
one?
minutes or so to get to Oswego, and apparently Oswego is known for being even colder than this spot, so that's awesome.
Good morning. We're getting ready.
That's a good question, Harley.
Here it's like 7:50 in the morning here. The trial starts at 7:30. I'll probably try to
7:30. 7:30 is a. Oh my God, no! I tried to quote the one line in Resident Evil 5 where it says 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
get there like half.
But it came out wrong, so I take responsibility for a lackluster reenactment.
an hour early, so we have way more time than anticipated. But yeah, for now, coffee, a little bowl of cereal. It's time to wake all up, and we'll be good. There's a few things that are probably going to happen today, or actually, I say that.
There's a
but
few
in
things,
reality,
but there's
I don't know
probably
what's
a
gonna
lot
happen
more.
because there's always surprises when you go to trial. She currently has a public defender, and she's charged with 2 counts. She has
Yeah.
one count of this is. She
Dis-
has one count of this is. Okay, so she has one count of dissemination
the dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image.
of unlawful surveillance image. She also has one count of unlawful surveillance.
Yeah.
Both of these, she's pled not guilty to. As stated, she's currently being represented by a public defender. From talking to the practicing lawyers I know, it seems like it's very likely that a plea deal will happen today.
Probably.
Who knows, though? That's why
Now
we're
the question is the guy who was recorded going to be
gonna
there?
go see. The big
Or was
thing
he
is for
already
her
there?
is she filmed the guy. That's
Yeah.
why she's charged. You have a whole bunch of arguments about like, okay, did she open the door? Was the door
Did she?
already kind of opened? How was the door when she found it? There's now alleged ring camera footage showing that she either opened the door or pushed the door open before she started filming. That's the really damning evidence. So we have the
Yeah.
police alleging that she opened the door and started filming, and then we have DoorDash essentially banning her from the platform because she filmed the customer. But she's claiming that she's the victim in all of this, which is why, you know, all of her TikTok started in general. So it will be interesting to see how her defense argues for her in court.
If I was going to be making any predictions on what's going to happen is, I guess, plea deal, I think they're going to be very lenient on her. She didn't even have to bail out, so she was released on her own recognizance, meaning she didn't have to
Recognizance.
pay bail. It's basically just an honor system. It's like, hey, you can go, you don't have to give us anything, we just trust that you're going to show up to court. So I have a feeling that her sentence is going to be, or her plea is going to be very lenient. It's
Yep.
likely she'll be getting like some community service, maybe a fine. That's what I'm expecting here, but we'll see.
All
We'll
right,
see.
welcome to
Okay.
Oswego, New York.
I want to see whether it escalates or de-escalates.
Beautiful little town.
Cool bird.
Okay.
You
guys,
can't what?
I'm just got out of court. I'm now going to find a little location where I can do a quick live stream for you guys.
Wow, look at that building. That's beautiful. I think that's the town hall. This is the city courthouse.
This is probably the spot.
Hopefully we could find some shelter from the wind, though.
I wasn't expecting this to be a travel
I feel like
vlog.
my arch nemesis at this point is the wind.
Yeah, this is perfect down here.
You just got out of the court case for the
All right, now tell me the juicy details.
TikTok DoorDash girl. Something big did happen, but
Okay.
it took a while for anything to happen at all. So
So something happened, but not much
I
happened.
got here at the court at about
Eh.
9:21. She was on trial at 9:30. This time it was a
Nice.
little bit different because last time we know that we had footage of inside of the courtroom because the news was there. So the news, they were set up, they were filming her. I walk in, there's no TV camera set up. I don't even see any journalists. And basically I was there until the end. I can confirm there was no journalist there. So it's only me that was there, which is kind of interesting. Other updates to this case. She still has a public defender. She has
Okay.
2 charges. At 9:30, judge walks in, everyone stands up, sits down, you know, the whole thing, and I don't see the DoorDash girl. I think it was just because I didn't see her, because she was sitting in there. And at that time, I was sitting in like kind of like in the back right of the courtroom, and this courtroom is set up in a not the best fashion because there's a column blocking the judge, and the audio isn't really good, and it did seem like they had the microphone speakers on the back, so I couldn't hear what was going on. So I had to move around. Eventually, after they went through a couple of the defendants, I got up and I moved. And that's when I could actually see the judge, so I can at least read what his lips were saying, because the audio was still bad. And I think I sat down kind of behind the DoorDash girl at that point, and that's when I spotted her. Going through my notes real quick. One sec. Oh no!
Oh no. Yeah, pick that up.
All right. My hands are frozen. Why did I not bring gloves? As a Norwegian,
Well, gloves
I should
are.
have known better. So 10
Yes.
o'clock rolls around, and I see who I think is the DoorDash girl's public defender. 10:25 rolls around. Nothing yet.
Nothing happens.
Okay, so at this point, I've been here for a minute. 10:50 rolls around. Woman who looks like the DoorDash girl, who I think was, she gets up after talking to her public defender and leaves. And I'm like, uh-oh. What's going on now?
I don't
Is this like another Jack Doherty situation where there's some like continuation? Do I have to show up tomorrow? I don't know. I wait around even further. Then we have probably like another 40 minutes of waiting. They go through the last people. The judge then is waiting for one of the defendants to show up. So
I'm having trouble commenting on this because he's just saying a lot of, I don't know.
get through them, and suddenly it's just me in court, in the courtroom. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
well, I'm not
So apparently she's not high profile enough to warrant anyone showing up.
on the stand, so that must mean it's over. I go out to the clerk, I talk to them, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a continuation that happened. Instead, I found out this was divested to county court.
County
So
court.
originally, where we're at, this building right here, this is the city court.
Oh, okay.
City
So we got extended to a higher court.
court, I mean, this is kind of like small fines, but hers was divested to county court. So as I said, originally she was in city court, but now county court, that's the main state court. So that means most likely she's facing way more serious charges.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna.
Well,
Okay.
not way more serious charges. The charges are still the same, but
I don't know what to say without repeating what he just said.
most likely they could penalize her a lot harder. So
Damn.
according to the lawyer that I've been talking to, that's the prosecutor that moved it there, most likely because of all the public attention on the case and the public outcry. So that means that most likely she won't get a slap on the wrist. So currently she is facing 8 years in prison. That's her
Oh my God.
max
Damn.
sentence, because it's a 4-year max sentence for each of the felonies, and her
Oh,
minimum
shit.
sentence seems to be a couple years of probation, and that is if she's convicted 100% though. It seems like
Is she going to continue pleading not guilty?
she was moved to Superior Court. So
Oh no. Like the state court?
that's actually even worse for her. So that's what we have right now. She's currently facing 8 years in prison. That's the worst case. She's not going to get that.
That's not going to
Her
happen.
minimum is at least a couple years on probation. Either way, she shouldn't have done this. This is like a big self-inflicted thing that didn't need to happen. I don't know why she decided to do that. Those are all the updates for now. And
Okay, so that's everything.
I have to go find out when the next court date is, because if it was just moved till tomorrow, that's very convenient for me, because then I only have to extend by 1 day. But if I have to like keep extending weeks on out, nah, I gotta go home. I can't be here for weeks. I can't be a new resident of Oswego, New York until all of this resides. Who knows?
All right, we did a successful live stream. I'm actually fairly happy with.
Okay, I think we can just move on from here. I'm having a lot of trouble commenting on this because this just seems like a travel vlog at best. Now let's actually... I might save the try not to laugh for the end because I want us to... maybe we can discuss if I should have a punishment for laughing. But before we actually take a look at that, let me actually start with this. This will actually get me this can actually get me, like, I guess it could get my brain working rather quick. This is our first time. We're gonna look at a language sip video about Vietnamese. As an amateur linguist, I know at least some things about languages, and I've seen like a few of Language Sim's videos on like my own time, and he's actually quite entertaining. And I don't really know too much about Vietnamese. I do know that it's... What language family is it a part of? I think it's part of the... I think it's... You guys are probably not going to know how language families work. Or maybe some of you might. But I think it's an Austro-Asiatic language. I think it's related to the... No, it's not. I was about to say, I think it's related to the Thai language. It's not. Laotian is related to the Thai language, but hopefully I can actually comment on this. If we can't comment on that, we can just move on to the try not to laugh. But either way, please check out Language Sim's original video, and then we can move on.
Xin chào mọi người và chào mừng đến với tập 10 của Language Review.
Is his tones correct?
Tên mình là ngôn ngữ Sim và mình đến từ Mỹ. Hôm nay
The ocean? What ocean? No, we are Laotian. It's between Vietnam and Thailand, okay? Clearly, we're watching a video about Japanese and Chinese.
chúng ta sẽ bàn
I wonder if he's exaggerating for effect.
về tiếng otherwise formerly known as spicy Chinese.
Spicy Chinese. That's what he said about Portuguese. He calls Portuguese spicy Spanish, and he calls Italian heterosexual French.
Bang me language.
Bang me.
Ho Chi Minhese.
How did I know that he was going to make a reference to Ho Chi Minh?
Texas Asian.
So wait, is Vietnam the Texas of Asia or something? I wasn't expecting that.
Or Nguyen language.
It took me a moment to realize what. Because no one knows how to pronounce the name Wing.
This is the 16th episode of Language Review, a series where I go through the languages of the world and review them.
Egypt? I didn't. Well, everyone knows Canadianese is gay. Americanese, I bet it is. This is Cuba. Apparently, it's not actually Cuba. It's Portugal.
Sort of like a film critic or a video.
I mean Egypt. Why did I say it was Portugal when it says Egypt right there?
Game reviewer, but for languages.
You.
Specifically from the perspective of a language learner.
Because guess what? Language Simp is a Giga Chad alpha polyglot.
Discuss who
the USA, South Korea is the USA of Asia. I bet it is.
Speaks them, their grammar, they're difficult.
You've never been to Egypt. But yeah, it's cringe rules. It is difficulty level. I'm pretty sure it's very difficult. Japan is the Canada of Asia. Now, the question is North Korea the Cuba of Asia? Well, I'd assume that it is, unless you want to call China the Cuba of Asia.
And tons of other things before finally giving them an official Language Sim certified rating.
Philippines. You actually, no, Wolfie, you're actually making some really good comparisons. Yeah, Philippines, yeah.
On the Sim scale. If you enjoyed this video, let me know which language you'd
Please
like me to
review
review
Vietnamic.
next.
My boyfriend calls the letter Anye spicy N. Hey there, Brody.
And without further ado,
You never been to Japan? You'd love to visit Tokyo. Yeah.
Batao Toi.
I love Vietnamese so much.
Wait.
It's the best type of Chinese food.
Oh, hell
I
no.
could eat pho every day.
Pho. It's pho. It's actually, well, Philippines isn't. You're thinking of Micronesia and like, what was it? It's Micronesia and like Palau or something like that are in free association with the U.S.
Pronounced like that, you uncultured American? Vietnamese is a language, not just a food. Vietnam is a country.
Oh, like...
Oh, yeah, of course, like the Vietnam War. You see, back in Nam when, yeah.
The Vietnam War.
We're having flashbacks right now.
Ugh, there's so much more to Vietnam than the tragic Tien Chang Tong.
Tien Chang Tong, well, yes, it was part of the U.S. and after, so they won it in the Spanish-American War, I'm pretty sure. Yes, the war against the U.S. for national salvation. Oh yeah, I was going to say that the fun fact about Vietnam's name is that the Nam part literally means south, and it's literally called Viet South, where Viet refers to the actual people groups within it.
This video is about the language,
He's probably not even saying it right.
not just one horrible moment in history.
Mm.
Vietnamese is a language spoken in Texas.
Oh.
A rugged, beautiful state that is home to over 1.5 million Vietnamese-speaking NPCs.
Is that why King of the Hill has a place called Little Laos?
Somehow, it's the third most spoken language there after American and Mexican.
So Texas just has a large Vietnamese population.
So many tourists, mainly from Germany, actually come to
Whoops,
Texas to
sorry about
roleplay
that.
as cows in order to be lassoed by jacked Vietnamese cowboys.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Like to bring up King of the Hill again, like that one Yankee who came by, who wanted Hank to be a real Texan, and he wasn't a real Texan, so he wanted Thatherton to be a real Texan.
This is also spoken in Vietnam, a
Well,
gorgeous
yeah.
country in Southeast Asia, home to the strongest and most persevering people in the universe. First, they were colonized by the Baguette people.
The Baguette, yeah.
Then occupied.
The U.S. takeover the Philippines was similar with Vietnam, just on islands in the 19th century tech. Listen to Coco Nut Nut is the real national anthem of the Philippines. I might have to write that down.
By the anime people.
The anime people, yeah.
Then war with America, and then they faced off against China.
Yeah.
And after
Well, Vietnam had been under China's sphere of influence for like at least 1,000 years or so. I mean, there was a point in time... Okay. There was a point in time where Vietnamese was written with Chinese characters, but then they scrapped it in favor of the Latin alphabet.
Surviving all of that, Vietnam in the modern day is a remarkable place, home to a patriotic people, vibrant culture, breathtaking natural beauty with Asian unicorns.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to the UK.
Unicorns running
Saola.
around.
Yeah.
Awe-inspiring history, tons of communism.
Yep. It's not as communist as China, but considering that they have McDonald's there, but you know.
And of course, really good food.
Pho.
Just ask former Senator Barack Obama. Vietnam is
Yep, we got Obeezy and the Heezy over here.
one of my favorite countries, and I would do anything, and I mean anything, right now for a combo Gum To Ga Nam from Bobby King. Vietnam Wu Nam.
Long live Vietnam.
I've actually been to Vietnam myself, but
Nice.
sadly only in Hanoi. I chose to go there mainly because Hanoi was an amazing map on Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Of course.
And it sort of looked the same
wanna
IRL,
go back
but
to
the
Ireland?
COD developers forgot to add all the women on every street begging to massage me.
Oh, Lord.
But holy pho, I had so much fun riding and crashing those motorbikes, and standing next to the Lenin statue was a fever dream.
Oh, I didn't know. Of course there's a Lenin
For a
statue.
freedom-loving American like me.
Yeah.
I'm no communist, but 20 dong is 20 dong.
Okay.
I love dong. You can also find a sizable number of speakers nearby Vietnam in Cambodia,
Right.
Laos, as well as Kangaroo, England.
Kangaroo, England.
Vietnamese is surprisingly a recognized minority language in the Czech Republic of
If only Bunda was in the chat, he could confirm or deny whether or not that's true.
all places. So with roughly 100 million NPCs
100
speaking it
million?
worldwide, learning Vietnamese will unlock you a pretty respectable amount of DLC.
I bet.
But not
Yes, we're doing a pho joke. Pho me up on that cuisine.
everyone in Vietnam speaks the same brand of Vietnamese.
No, there's a lot of languages that exist in Southeast Asia, some of which are unrelated to each other.
There are a billion different accents that vary greatly from town to town along this tall noodle of a country. So the best, most simple way for a Daingu like me to describe them is to break them up into 3 major regions.
Okay.
Northern Vietnamese, or Dien Bac, and specifically what is spoken in the capital Hanoi, is the basis for Standard Vietnamese.
Yeah, a lot of languages, a lot of their standard varieties are usually based on their capital cities.
This is what they teach in schools, and it's also what you'll hear in news broadcasts. And I nickname it Asian German because
Asian German?
it's rule-based and by the book. It's the most structured and formal dialect, largely because it comes from the historic center of the government in Hanoi. So
I
it
can
sounds
imagine.
authoritative, and unlike other dialects, they
Is it as menacing as German? Like that one song that sounds very aggressive, but it's actually a cookie recipe?
actually tend to pronounce the ends of their words, which is good for learners. Next, we have South Vietnamese, or Tieng Nam, which is the most popular dialect spoken by the most NPCs in Vietnam.
I'm guessing it's because the population is greater down there.
I call it Asian Jamaican, as it's very smooth and soft, and it's got more of a chill, flowy, relaxed vibe to
We
it.
got that Jamaica man. We're gonna watch the movie about the first Jamaican man on the moon. It's called Man on the Moon.
It's mainly centered around the biggest city in the country, Ho Chi Minh City, or
How did I figure that out?
is it called Saigon? It's officially Ho Chi Minh City,
Yeah.
but everyone still seems to call it Saigon. Which is it? I'm just gonna call it Asian Chicago until someone clarifies.
Asian Chicago.
Asian Chicago is
Is it very windy?
the cultural and
Because I remember when I partook in one of the Thanksgiving Days parade, it was very windy and it was very cold.
financial hub of Vietnam. So the southern accent is what you'll typically hear in movies, TV shows, music, and business.
That's
This
actually
is also
interesting.
what you'll hear most in Texas, as many people
Oh, I
from
see.
the capitalistic South during the war naturally fled to one of the most capitalistic places on Earth.
Oh, that actually kind of makes sense. I guess that explains why Texas. Why? Well, I'd imagine why Texas, but it's still kind of confusing.
Finally, we have Central Vietnamese, or Tieng Trung, which is home to the most diverse and extreme accents, which are often hard to understand even for other Vietnamese NPCs. So I call it Chinese, because that's what we call things we can't understand in America.
Oh no.
Speakers in the center get real wonky with strong pitch bends and glottalization. Like in Hue, it sounds like they stop mid-syllable and almost glitch out, sort of coughing before finishing a vowel. And in places like Ngan An and Ha Ting, The dialects are extremely nasal and flat.
They sound like
almost sounding like a
Squanwart.
different language entirely. Central Vietnamese is hard mode Vietnamese, and you should learn it if you hate yourself.
Oh.
So for the rest of the video, unless otherwise stated, I'll be focusing on the northern, standard Hanoi variation of the language.
Are we gonna look at some minority languages that may or may not even be related to Vietnamese?
But don't worry, when you're in Vietnam, they will tone down their specific accent to help you understand. And if you want to go to Vietnam or pretty much anywhere else, you
Okay,
should
I
really
think this
check
is
out
a-
Saley, who I'd like to thank for
Okay, I
sponsoring.
think this is a language. This might be a. Here, let me look through some of these other sections. I think you mentioned that before, Brett. Okay, here, let's go ahead and move on to the writing system. If you want to check this out on your own, feel free
Now
to
it's
do
time
so.
to talk about the writing system.
Yeah.
The Vietnamese language
Yeah, they used to use Chinese, but then they switched to the Roman alphabet.
used to be written in a system of Chinese characters, literal works of art, but then some Portuguese missionaries showed up.
Oh, was it the Portuguese that did it? I figured that since France had control over the area, that they were the ones to implement it.
Oh my goodness, everyone just stay out of Vietnam. They never could catch a break. And these Portuguese guys made a Latin alphabet for the language, which
Yeah.
the wee baguette people took and forced them to use.
Oh, okay, so that's what happened.
So nowadays, Vietnamese is written
No, there's something you should know about how France does things. France doesn't like anything that isn't French. Like, for most of France's history, the people of the southern half of France didn't actually speak French. Rather, they spoke a different Romance language called Occitan. And that sometime during, like, sometime either during or after the reign of Napoleon, the people in Paris realized, hey, the people of southern France do not speak the way we do. Let's go ahead and change that. And during the days that they had their colonial empire, they wanted, like, when they had control over many parts of North and West Africa, like especially in places like Algeria, they wanted to assimilate the people into French culture to the point to where they wanted people to speak French instead of Arabic, in which obviously the people of Algeria did not take kindly to no Frenchmen trying to teach their language. And I guess it seems like they wanted to at least force the alphabet, but not necessarily the language.
in a funky adaptation of the American alphabet.
The American alphabet, it's not, you thought that the Romans created this? Nah, we made it first, bitch.
With 29 letters instead of the normal 26. But don't worry, thankfully, all of the letters are straightforward. What sound do you think this R makes? Say
It depends, doesn't it?
it out loud. Ah, so close. It's actually a Z sound.
Oh yeah. Oh wait a minute. This actually reminds me of something. There was one language where one of these was like reversed with each other. I don't remember which one it was. Where God, I'm drawing a blank on it. Like, it's not where people will pronounce this as a W, like, be very quiet, I'm hunting wabbits. Not like that, but something. I swear I recognize something like this in a different language.
So a word that looks like rat
Zot.
is pronounced zut. What about
Zut?
this one? No tricks here, just say it. Wrong. It's not a D. You just blow in from Stupid Town? This is also
Okay, that's also a
a Z sound. So
I mean, that's not out. Okay, now that is not out of. Well, D, R, and Z are all produced in the same part of the mouth. They are all alveolar consonants, which means they're all pronounced on the alveolar ridge. The D sound is the voiced alveolar plosive. Z is the voiced alveolar fricative. And, well, there are many different types of R sounds, but R, D, and R are all alveolar approximate, flap, and trill, respectively.
a word like day is
So it kind of makes sense that they'd turn into Z's.
pronounced zai. And I'm not talking about Asian Chicago here. I know you guys in the South turn the D into a Y, and
Oh, I think that could also happen.
come to think of it, dien gua do. Alright, now look at this emo body modified
Oh no, wait. Oh, and I'm guessing this is not an eth, as it would be in Icelandic.
D with a stick in its side. No, it's not a Z, silly goose. This is the real D. It
Okay.
makes the D sound. And then the X makes an S sound, but
And
don't
the-
worry, the S also sounds like an S.
Is one of them a retracted S? Because there's a difference between S and S. And the Romans and the Greeks and I think modern Greeks and Spaniards also have a retracted S sound.
So everything is okay. Yeah, thankfully all of these letters are pronounced pretty much exactly how
Stolen
you
from
think they would be.
America.
And then these letters are very close, but you gotta be careful with them. They don't explode like American letters.
I'm guessing you mean, yeah, unaspirated consonants, yet he's been aspirating them the whole time.
Sweaty linguistic
I've
grinders
noticed.
call them unaspirated consonants, but I like to say they don't go boom.
They don't
So
go, so instead of saying k, you say k. And instead of saying t, you say t.
Instead of ka, you gotta go ga. Keep it unexploded. And there are way
If all else fails, you listen to how Spanish speakers pronounce them.
too many
They
vowels
don't
with
aspirate
slight
either.
mutations and differences in pronunciation. Like there are 3 A's. The naked A makes the noise you
I think those are tone markers.
make when a doctor checks your throat. While the A with a bowl on top makes a higher pitched A, which strains
You have this. Apparently, he does not know the Vietnamese tones.
my masculinity. And then the A with the traditional Vietnamese cone hat makes
Oh,
the
no.
sound. At least there's only 2
Okay, so those aren't tone markers.
E's, but I can't really tell the difference between them. There are also 3 O's and 2 U's, including variations where they have curly fries sticking out. But
Yes.
I'll crash out and delete my channel if I try to pronounce them all on video. I probably butchered most of that. But can you blame me? Learning how to pronounce Vietnamese is about as easy as trying to cross the street.
Is it easier I'm guessing it's harder than Chinese, because Chinese, obviously the Chinese has tones as well, but there are 4 tones in particular.
In Vietnam, which is impossible. There are a million
Oh yeah, you find this kind of stuff, you find this kind of thing in India as well.
little say-mais, and they don't stop for
Say-mai?
beta soy boy Wojak pedestrians like
No, you just kind of gotta keep going.
So you gotta weave through them like a little spider and try not to get squashed.
Yeah.
I'm gifted, so I only hit like 6 American tourists during my 2 weeks in Hanoi.
Oh, hell
But
no.
if somehow you survive crossing the road, you still will not survive.
Oh yes, these consonants. I mean, I know how to pronounce this, but
The onslaught
Yeah.
of letter combinations which make completely different noises than what you literally just learned from the alphabet. I won't go through them all, but what do you think this letter pair sounds like?
it's probably not G or G.
Like G-I. G? G? G-ah? No, it's
Z.
Z.
Yep.
When in doubt, just remember that everything in this language is a Z. And what
Makes
about
sense.
this one?
It's nah. It's like I'm pretty sure it's like the NG in king. You don't really pronounce it kinga. You don't pronounce it king. You pronounce it king.
NG. This is actually easy. It's like
Zebra crossing.
the NG.
Yes,
in
it's
sing.
this one. So you don't say nguk. You say nguk.
Sing. But they
Yeah, you don't say. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
often put it at the front of words, which should be illegal.
Because they don't have. I mean, there is an international phonetic alphabet letter for this that I think it has a hook on the bottom that faces inward. I could probably show it to you guys.
Legal, like in the word ngui, which
Noi.
means person.
No. Noi.
Ngui.
No. Bobby Hill attempting to learn Laotian, not knowing how to pronounce noi.
Ngui. I actually really like
Ngui.
that. But oh boy, when they start putting these letters with mutations together, I just lose my mind. And you might be wondering, what is that rod on top of the O in ngui? Who cares? Just ignore it. It's not important.
It's
You
probably
can't
everything.
Ignore it. That's a tone marker.
Yeah.
Vietnamese has tones.
Oh, so now you're an
No, my question is how many tones does it have?
expert.
Now let's learn the
Vietnamese
pronunciation.
has tones, but at least they're clearly marked on each word. If you're studying
Yeah, Chinese, you kind of just have to know the tones, really.
a different tonal language like Thai, you just gotta guess the tone. And with Chinese, you gotta decipher hieroglyphics. And then guess
Yeah.
if it goes flat, up, down, or down, up.
Up, down, bottom, top, strange, and charmed. Those are the tones.
The Vietnamese language has a whopping 6 tones.
6, huh? I do know that Laotian only has 4 tone markers, along with a whole bunch of consonants and even more vowels and vowel clusters. So much so that Bobby has bared witness to a series of Laotian vowel clusters on multiple occasions.
That's 1 more than Chinese. And to put it into perspective, that's 6 more than Afrikaans.
Is Afrikaans a tonal language?
The first tone is a mid-flat level tone, and there's no symbol for it. This is
Okay.
what you'll use when a word is naked, and it's pronounced like ma.
Ma.
The
Ma.
second tone is a
Ma.
low falling tone that is denoted by a water slide going down.
Yes.
For this
That's a grave accent.
one, you have to pretend like you're depressed and make it go down
Ma.
like ma.
Ma.
Ma. The
Ma.
third tone is a high rising tone.
And then that's an acute accent.
denoted by a ladder going up. And you gotta get a little fruity and loosey
No fruit here.
to make this one. It goes up like ma.
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 The fourth tone is denoted by this super aesthetic hook on
I don't remember what this is called.
top, and it does a little dip and then rises. It's basically broken in the middle. It's like a question mark that goes up and curves around, like ma.
Ma.
And actually,
Ma.
this is the tone on the word
Pho.
faux. It's not faux, it's pho.
Pho.
But this next
Oh, she said pho.
one is a squig.
Okay, now this is a tilde.
Squiggly caterpillar, and the only way to describe this is that it sounds like a dying sheep. This one's so fun. It's pronounced like ma, ma.
Ma.
And the best part is that the word for America in Vietnamese uses this tone. Me? God
Me.
bless me. And the last
Me.
tone is very low and short, denoted by a little period
And I'm guessing that's just a dot.
below the vowel. And it just
Oh,
sounds
oh,
like
yeah.
a little grunt to me. You gotta get low with your
Yes, okay, so we've got Dream up there for some reason.
E-boy morning voice and just be like, ma.
Ma.
Ma. Aber pass auf, Digga. These tones can get you in a lot of trouble if you mess them up.
I'm sure they could.
Take the word L, O with the hat, N. If you put a E-boy dot tone underneath
No.
it, you're just saying you messed up.
You messed up.
But if you accidentally put the water slide on top, woohoo, yippee! This is a PG channel, so I'm not gonna say what that means.
Okay, yeah,
I
pretty much.
genuinely have no idea how Vietnamese NPCs string all these noises and tones together and understand each other without subtitles.
It's probably because they're born into the language, and so whenever you're born into a language, it makes it easier to learn.
And even just sounding out words is hard, because letters can have
Pennsylvania is, and Queens and
hats,
Brooklyn
but then there can be an
and
accent
Manhattan.
marker on the hat. It's a busy yet
He's talking about accent markers.
calculated fustercluck. Vietnamese is impossible to pronounce.
And it sounds super ugly. It's the ugliest language in the world.
Stop
You don't
hating.
even know how it sounds. Shut up.
Oh, yes, I do. Watch, I'll say something in it.
Okay,
No.
you will hear a lot of that in Vietnam. And
Oh, I
it's
guess.
true
Why do some language, such as Thai and Vietnamese,
that many
sound
articles,
so...
videos, and Reddit threads
Reddit threads. Reddit's not a real place. We don't need to give them any peace of mind.
will say that Vietnamese is the ugliest language on the planet. But I promise you that those people are
And there he is. No, this remind me of that one Reddit mod who was complaining about getting banned off of some LSF forum or whatever. And I think Moist Critical decided to tear a new one.
delusional, uncultured NPCs. Because of the tones, crazy vowels, and most words only having one syllable, Vietnamese does sound pretty choppy and foreign to most ears. And believe me, I get it. I watched a Vietnamese water puppet show in Hanoi before I knew one single word. I know just how wild it can get. It's one of a kind, it has personality, and I promise that if you get used to it, you'll start to hear its beauty. Yeah, the words don't flow together in a gay way like French.
Yes, homosexual Italian right here.
And it's not as rhythmic as Italian, but give it a chance. I personally think it's gorgeous, sort of like a roller coaster of sounds and pitches that blend
Yeah.
together rather nicely.
Can we get an actual like native speaker so that we can listen it for that?
And I adore Vietnamese music. There are so many bangers that come out of Vietnam, including a TikTok masterpiece that you've all heard. Giây phút em gặp anh là em biết em si ting, ting 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 tang tang ting tang.
I don't think I've heard this song.
Ting, 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 tong, tong, tong.
And I love Vu Tang Van and Min. Oh my goodness, the part that Min sings in Vietnamese and the remix of Girls Like Me Don't Cry is so good. And I especially love Vinh Hoat, whose song Qua Lo has been stuck in my head for over a year. Anh đã thực sự yêu em quá.
I don't know. I've never listened to any Vietnamese music, so I wouldn't know.
Không do em được nữa đâu. Vietnamese people claim that my accent sounds better when I sing. Does it
Well, that... I mean, when it comes to singing and that kind of thing, I do know that, like, if anyone remembers One Direction, when, like, they're supposed to be British, but when I remember them singing, you know, that one song that goes, "You don't know you're beautiful," it sounds like an American accent, in the sense that you kind of lose said accent when you're singing. I'm assuming it's like the same mechanism behind how, like, the scat man, he has a stutter, but he doesn't ever stutter when he sings. He speaks clearly when he sings. I don't know if it works that way, but that's just a working hypothesis.
This sound native?
So don't quote me on that.
Yeah, ngong ngữ simp is how you'd say language simp in Vietnamese. Way better than yizaka voice simp. But the first word that everyone should learn when they start with this language is which means in. So to say in Vietnam, you say Vietnam. For the most part, Vietnamese vocab is based and Asian pilled. In fact, a lot of words come from Middle Chinese.
A lot of words in Japanese and Korean also do that. That's what I mean earlier about all of those places being under China's sphere of influence.
You would almost call Vietnamese Asian Latin. And the most...
How would it be Asian Latin? I mean, I know it's written with the Latin alphabet, but it's not like it's spread all over Asia and then branched off into newer languages.
The most common greeting is ciao, which feels oddly like pasta language, but I don't know, which came first, the chicken or the egg? You'll usually hear it as sin ciao, as sin is a politeness marker. The Vietnamese language is
but that's how an o prefix works in Japanese. Like, the word for tea in Japanese is ocha, and that o is meant to be an honorific, so not an honorific, but it has the same effect that this is an interesting freeze frame.
Extremely polite, almost as polite as Canadians.
Yes, politeness, that's what it meant.
Were before threatened to annex them. So there are
Oh, I didn't know the language simp was woke.
Zillion different pronouns, and you'll have to switch between these constantly depending on who you're talking to, or else you will get your ass kicked. You have to be constantly doing advanced trigonometry to determine your age and relation to everyone you speak to. But I have a solution. Just call everyone Nguyen, because
Nguyen, wing.
Chances are that's their name.
Well, if they're so polite, how do they say thank you?
Come on, you know this.
I really don't. Please tell me.
Come on, tell the Karen.
On. The way to say thank you in Vietnamese is literally come on. Or if you're trying, come on.
Come on.
And it's funny, because I remember all the silly lost Australian gringos at Circle K in Hanoi being like, come on, mate. Not even making the slightest effort like us Americans do. You know we'd all be saying, because we're amazing with languages.
Better than Britain.
Thankfully, Vietnamese people are very progressive, so their language has no genders. But instead of gender, they have classifiers that go...
Oh, no. We trade one vice for another.
...for a noun, such as con, which is used for animals. So the word for cat is male, but to say a cat, you'd say một con mèo.
Một con mèo.
Or one animal classifier, cat. And they've got a ton of these.
Okay, I see.
Including noun classifiers for long objects, flat objects, round objects, books, containers, and even one exclusively used for toes.
Really? I mean, it sounds like grammatical gender.
I don't want to know why.
Because I know that there are some languages whose grammatical genders include something like animate and inanimate. And I know that some of the Nordic languages, they have common and neuter, because they used to have, some of them used to have three of them. There was masculine, feminine, and neuter, but then the masculine and feminine merged together to form the common.
That's a thing. Curse words seem pretty standard in Vietnamese. Making fun of people's mothers, PG-13 body part exclamations, and they love calling people dogs, monkeys, and pigs. I was actually called a fat pig by a rather overweight Vietnamese man while walking around this lake.
Makes
and my
sense.
favorite curse word is vai, which is basically just the F word, and you can use it to exaggerate things.
Like that?
This pho is ngong vai. So now let's talk about grammar. There is no grammar. Now it's time
No
to
grammar.
talk about shock factor.
Shock factor. How many NPCs are going to be doing backflips when you hear them speak their language?
Okay, there is a little bit of grammar. There are no cases, and conjugations are nowhere to be found. To be is just la, and it doesn't even change. I la, you la, we la. And
Yeah, we all la. I la la, you la la. We're all la 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 la. Reddit mod and smug chat and Cobson are based on
just
villains.
as easy. Let's look at the verb.
The Reddit mod one reminds me of Syndrome
Ngah,
from Incredibles.
which means to
Ngah.
fall. If I fall, you fall.
I fall and you fall.
Or Saigon falls, it's always just ngah. And if I want to say I
That actually kind of reminds me of how Chinese works. Chinese doesn't really have conjugations per se.
will fall, I just add a say in front,
Say.
which acts as a future tense marker. I will fall. Doi say ngah.
Toy say nah.
And to say I fell, you replace it
Titan and the lawnmower man.
with da,
Da.
the past tense marker. So it's toi da ngah.
Toy da nah.
Other
Yes.
tense markers like dang, which means something
Dang.
is ongoing. So doi dang ngah would mean
Toy dang da.
I'm continually falling. There's just not much grammar. Word order is fixed and easy, and adjectives come after
Okay, but are there exceptions? Because sometimes with languages there are exceptions to the rules.
the noun, but that takes like 3 minutes to get used to. I'm telling you, the G word is not the reason you'll quit Vietnamese. Needing mouth surgery after trying to say shit like this is what will
I'm not even going to attempt to say
break
that.
you. But now it's time to really talk about shock.
Shock factor. How many
How will native
NPCs?
Vietnamese speakers react to you speaking their language as a foreigner? Well, if
It
you
probably
walk up
depends.
to a Vietnamese person on the street and speak even just a little bit of their language, they're gonna freak out.
Wow.
It
Oh, Nihongo Jozu desu
doesn't
ka?
matter if you butcher every single tone, have the worst accent ever, and even somehow mess up their grammar. They'll still do backflips.
Yes, that's one of his gimmicks, is doing backflips.
No one, and I mean
No
no
one.
one studies Vietnamese. Okay, maybe 0.0001% of language learners do. So even the smallest effort would mean the world to them. And if somehow you master this very difficult language and you speak somewhat decent Vietnamese, you're in for a wild ride. Especially if you don't look Vietnamese and you speak their language.
Obama, quiet, din o lai, Hawaii, voyong bay. Oh my god, yeah, I'm not even
like
going
if
to.
you're a gassed up white boy like me,
If you're a gassed up polyglot giga chad,
they're gonna evaporate by the end of your first syllable. And if their body's still intact, they'll start floating, probably give you dong, and maybe even the deed to their house. Vietnamese has all the characteristics of a language with high shock factor. It's Asian, spoken in a patriotic country, rare, the people are hospitable, and it's not commonly learned. So to summarize, just think of how a Dutch person would react to you speaking their language. Imagine the polar opposite. And
it's been a while since I've seen his Dutch video
you
though.
have I could talk
Dien
about
Viet.
Vietnamese forever, but Tet, or Vietnamese Lunar New Year, is coming soon, and
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
get this video out well before then. So it's time.
Aren't all of the lunar New Years kind of around the same time as each other?
To give the Vietnamese language an official
Okay, let's see what he's
language
got.
certified rating on the Sim scale.
What would you guys rate it? We have the top being Giga Chad, and at the bottom we got Dog Water.
On a scale of dog water to Giga Chad, I place Vietnamese solidly in the Giga Chad tier.
Okay, I was
I
close.
love the Vietnamese language.
Bong
and I
da
think it's
kabong.
the perfect tonal Asian language for learners to study. Honestly,
If you-
I think it brutally mogs Chinese.
Oh no, you can't say that. Then the CCP will come after
Telling me
you.
that there's a tonal language that sounds cooler than Chinese, spoken in one of the sickest countries ever, and it's written in the American alphabet with tones clearly denoted right on the words? How does everyone not learn this? Okay, sure, you don't unlock as much DLC as you would with Chinese, but every quirked up white boy with a GoPro learns Chinese. Vietnamese is such a
Oh yeah, Xiaoma. I
fun
think that's who
language,
that
and
was.
Texas is an epic DLC region.
And
You'll rip
Tejas.
your hair out trying to memorize all the pronouns and make sense of the tones, but I'm rapidly balding already. It's 2026. Hair is overrated.
Hair is over. You
Honestly,
just saw
talking
water
about
slides.
Vietnamese in
Yeah.
this video is making me kind of sad. I really need to improve my Vietnamese. I need to make more Vietnamese friends, and I definitely need to return to Vietnam, this time for longer. And that's the video. If you want to discover...
All right. No, that was fun. Not too much for me to comment on, but I would take what I could get. Okay, what was that one thing that was mentioned earlier? I can find it. Oh, Cocoa Nut Nut. Okay, let me look that up real quick before we move on. Cocoa Nut. I don't know. I don't remember which one it is, though. Or I don't know which one it... No. I'm assuming it's this one on top. And what did you say? That it was the true anthem of the Philippines or something like that? Yes, the real national anthem of the land of King Philip. Right? I'm pretty sure it was named after King Philip. Was he the one that was in charge of Spain at the time? Or am I thinking of a different guy? Honto dayo. Let's sing along already. A catchy, silly song. Coco. Well, I need some sheet music if I'm gonna sing along with it.
Coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now, the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but it's delicious nut.
The hell? Who the hell
is not a nut?
Well, it's not a nut. I'm pretty sure we call it a nut just because it looks like it.
Of the cocoa tree. From the cocoa palm family, there are so many uses of the coconut tree.
Is this gonna get me copy claim though? Because if you remember, I said that I didn't want to look at music anymore.
All you need is to find the coconut man. If he cuts the tree, he gets the fruits free. It's the cocoa.
Is that how it works?
It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree.
It's the cocoa tree.
From the cocoa palm family.
Are there any other cocoa fruits? Can we get some coconut oil for this?
The coconut bark for the kitchen floor. If you save some of it, you can build a door now. The coconut trunk, do not throw this junk. If you save some of it, you'll have a second floor. The coconut wood is very good.
Yes, but how long does it take to grow a cocoa tree?
Now, the coconut root, to tell you the truth, you can throw it or use it as firewood. The coconut leaves good shade it gives for the roof, for the walls, up against the eaves. Now the coconut fruit, say my relatives, make good cannonballs up against the tree. It's the cocoa fruit.
It's a cocoa fruit.
Of the cocoa tree.
Of the cocoa tree.
From the cocoa palm family. The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now the coconut
is not a
nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut. The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut. It's the cocoa fruit.
It's a cocoa fruit
of the cocoa
tree.
From the cocoa palm family. It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit.
Not cocoa, but cocoa.
Of the cocoa tree. From the cocoa palm family. It's the cocoa.
Yes, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Of the cocoa tree.
Of the cocoa tree.
From the cocoa palm
family. There. I'm not sure how to respond to this, in all honesty. I see the San Miguel Master Chorale singing this song. You made a funny name for apples. Ooples. This guy oh, I know this guy, the 8-bit drummer. I experienced the Coconut song for the first time ever on drums What's the name of that one Pokemon that's also a palm tree? Executor or something like that? Unfazed by the beauty. It's hard for me to really... all I see are these rage faces of Megusta, but that's about it. I don't really know what else to... I mean, it's not that it wasn't charming, but you know me. What was that? Okay, here. Let me go ahead and move on with, I wanted to take a look at this, latest South Park related video by Blooms about that time that South Park accidentally ruined a bunch of kids' lives. And I could tell by the thumbnail, it's the episode about gingers. And I distinctly remember that episode. Like, what happens is that, well, I don't exactly remember the context for what happened, but the boys dye Cartman's hair red and basically make him look like that he's ginger. And so he decides to rally all of the gingers in South Park to try to basically turn the entire world ginger, or at least make themselves the dominant people on the earth. Because, you know, it's Cartman. What else did you expect? But make sure you guys go check out Bloom's original video. His videos are always very insightful, but granted, I already know everything that happens in this episode, but it's nice to get some other perspectives, and I wanted to do something a little different this time. I mean, the other video that we looked at was also a little different, but I actually do want to check it out. Since it's been a while. Oh, Lord of mercy, the unregistered hypercam 2. It's not enough that it's the unregistered hypercam, but it's the second edition of the unregistered hypercam. So hello, YouTube audience. Today we will be discussing South Park versus gingers. And oh, Lord of mercy, I remember this type of editing from way back then. They don't make videos like that anymore, I'm just saying.
All right, students, quiet down. Quiet down. Quiet. Shut up!
All right, people, settle down. I hope you guys are quiet. Professor Blooms is talking.
Okay. It's been a while since our last lecture, and we've been through quite a few of South Park's most controversial moments at this point, including the time they almost started a war, said a slur a bunch of times, took down Scientology, got banned in China, and popularized swearing on TV. But despite...
We just went back 15 years, yes we did, and we're about to head back even further.
Despite how many we've talked about, we still have hardly scratched the surface of what the show has done to piss people off.
Yep, South Park has gotten into so much controversy, it's not even funny. Although it's very, very funny because they usually lean into it and just attempt to piss people off even more. No, I'm reminded of their portrayal of Sally Struthers.
But first, a quick disclaimer. This video will be making lots of generalizations. These will all be supported by testimonials and my research, but everything I say here will not apply to everyone. So before you go to the comments to say that your or someone you know's experience was completely different than this, remember that everything I say here is supposed to be representative of a broader group of people, and your individual experience may have varied. Thank you. Today we'll be discussing an episode which was arguably one of the most influential they have ever released. An episode which changed the way
even more influential than their Scientology video?
An entire generation of kids felt about
you were only 15.
So much so that its effects on American culture are still felt to this day over 20 years later. The only problem is the shift in the culture wasn't exactly a positive one, because despite the episode's intentions to condemn bigotry and discrimination against
Glock 40
entire groups of people, this message would be completely lost on a substantial portion of the show's audience.
I mean, that girl's a redhead. You saw her.
You see, the release of this episode would accidentally teach an entire new generation of kids about an ancient form of discrimination.
Oh no, and there they are. The ginger kids with the most awkward smiles you can possibly imagine.
That, for the most part, wasn't very common in the US, but with their sights set on new targets, these kids would go on to absolutely torment this group of people, leading to a sharp increase in bullying and harassment for this group that would last for years to come.
Yeah, it's
Some of these kids would
unfortunate.
even take it one step further and create a holiday inspired by the show, dedicating a single day of the year to assaulting those who were part of this group.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I remember that.
And it's not uncommon for people who were kids at this time to attribute the release of this episode with the start of their bullying. Today, we're talking about ginger kids. Now, just to be clear, South Park didn't invent the idea of discriminating against gingers. It's been seen countless times throughout history in many different civilizations. And even in the US, this discrimination had existed to a lesser degree for many years before this episode was released.
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking.
As you will soon learn, this episode definitely did not help. But to really understand the impact this episode...
Yeah, the stereotype... I mean, I haven't really seen any ginger jokes at all within the last few episodes. Oh, the human Sentai pad, because it does. This human Sentai pad does his email and it shits in Kyle's mouth.
On redheads as a whole, let's start by looking back.
No, I haven't seen any ginger-related incidents in like, well, really at all. I mean, there was like someone in my band class that was like ginger, and they made like at least one joke about it, but that's about it.
That's the history of ginger hate. But before we get to that, I want to say thanks to today's sponsor, Fume. It is a new year, which means New Year's resolutions, and New Year's resolutions tend to fail for one reason. We try to remove a habit without replacing it.
Okay, here. I don't think I'd want to support that kind of thing. The only time South Park comes out as not funny is when their baiting doesn't work and their satire is just, Mom made it to South Park. Oh, Lord of mercy. Eric had a tantrum at the game store as a result. Oh, yeah. Yes, it was that. Yes, it was that one scene where he wanted to get, where he wanted the iPad, but his mom wanted to get the Toshiba Handybook, and so that was the first time that she was ever a real mother.
Thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video.
All right. Part 1, Ancient Gingers. I mean...
Also, real quick,
I don't even know how... I mean, I know that the highest concentration of red hair is Scotland, so I'd imagine that in and around that area is where it would have originated.
I wanted to give a shout out to Armchair Analysis since he's pretty much already made this video.
Oh yeah, Armchair Analysis.
But I intentionally avoided watching his because I planned on making this video, so yeah. So various regions
Alright, so we have two different perspectives.
The world, particularly Europe, have a long history of discrimination against those with red hair. Now,
I know that the Romans did.
In ancient history, it's a little bit harder to know exactly how these groups felt about gingers, and doing research into it, I've found some pretty conflicting reports. For example, I've seen claims that in ancient Egypt, people associated red hair with the god Seth.
Oh, yes, I do know about this. So much so that there was a dynasty of pharaohs sometime after the New Kingdom that were called the Seti dynasty, and those pharaohs in particular had red hair. We found their mummies, and their mummies had red hair, and their paternal ancestry seems to be European in origin. And because they had red hair, they named themselves, that dynasty named themselves after Set.
Was basically the god of chaos, storms, violence, foreigners, and the desert. Which feels like a weird thing to throw in there. Like, I get him ruling over all the other stuff and even foreigners, since they probably associated them with those things. But it seems like they were just running out of ideas and were like, I don't know, just make him the god of the desert too. But that's besides the point.
It's very clear that Blooms doesn't understand how mythologies work.
Anyways, because of this association, red-haired men were supposedly sacrificed, burned, and their ashes scattered, all in the name of appeasing the god Osiris, who was murdered by...
Is that actually true? I haven't researched it that much, and here I am talking shit.
Seth out of jealousy. Actually, I just did a little
South
more
Park
research, and it turns out that
97.
there is a common theme between all of the domains that Seth ruled over, because they're all red. Desert sand, the sandstorms, and the forest.
That does make sense,
known
though.
for their red skin. He was the god of red. So I guess it makes sense that they associated people with red hair with this guy. But I say all of this just to say that I've seen other sources say that the ancient Egyptians associated red hair with Seth in a positive way. They looked at it as divine. There's also at least one confirmed pharaoh of ancient...
I mean, I know that within ancient Mesopotamia, blue eyes were considered divine as well, so many of their gods were depicted with blue eyes.
Egypt that was redheaded, and a few others that are speculated to be, and a lot of people believe that Cleopatra herself might have actually had red hair. So
Did she have red hair? She's not black, we can say that much.
Whether it was positive or negative, it seems like Egypt definitely had remarkable opinions about redheads. And with the ancient Greeks, it's kind of the same story. I found a lot of information.
I'm pretty sure, like, the Greeks and Romans, they associated red hair with, like, Celtic people, which would be considered barbarian.
Suggesting that they really didn't like gingers. Aristotle supposedly called them of bad character, and even though I haven't found a single primary source confirming it, I've seen a lot of people say that the ancient Greeks believed redheads would turn into vampires after death, which I gotta admit...
Did the Greeks have vampires?
That's pretty cool. But at the same time, they were often admired, being associated
blonde,
with gods like Aphrodite. So once again, regardless of whether it was positive or negative, it seems like the ancient world had a very unique view of gingers. But over in Europe, they were a little more certain of their hatred for gingers. During medieval times, with Christianity being the dominant religion, redheads were oftentimes associated with the devil. Specifically, it was commonly believed that gingers were fathered by the devil. Where the sentiment specifically came from is unknown, but one thing that definitely
didn't
help were artistic depictions of Judas as having red hair.
How many depictions of Judas had red hair?
Other other artists like Michelangelo, whose painting of Adam and Eve shows Eve's hair color changing from brunette to red after she ate the forbidden fruit, matching the hair color of Satan/Lilith. This association with the devil is probably where the idea of gingers not having souls first developed. Also during these times, there was the...
Yeah, but it doesn't have a scriptural basis, so it's not something that should be regarded.
Witch hunts, which were inspired by a guidebook that gave tips for identifying witches, one of which happened to be red hair, green eyes, and freckles. So they murdered a bunch of ginger women because they thought they were witches, on top of the countless other normal women who were also murdered. Now, in more modern times, it seems like these ancient beliefs, while some still held on to them to some degree, were mostly not super relevant throughout most of the world outside of some negative stereotypes. Right. But there is one major exception to this, and that is the wonderful land known as the UK. You see, despite having one of the highest incidences of red hair in the world, the culture in the UK has never been very kind to them. I'm talking severe bullying, violence, significantly higher
ginger Boston
suicide rates amongst ginger children. I mean, just reading through testimonials from British gingers on Reddit sounds remarkably similar to black people during the Jim Crow era in the US.
I mean, considering how the UK has handled Ireland for much of its history, it's not surprising that they would have this sentiment.
Obviously not quite to that extent, but you get my point. People leaning out of car windows and hurling profanities at them, many of them just straight up being assaulted on the street by strangers for no reason, people being denied jobs, entry to bars, everything. There's even been attempts to legally classify gingers as a group protected by hate crime laws. As far as I can tell, this has been unsuccessful, but still, the fact that
it's because they're still considered white. I'm pretty sure that's probably why.
It goes to show just how crazy it can be.
I mean, then again, the Irish weren't considered white in 1800s America. They were considered colored, so maybe they're not that white, even though Eric Cartman makes it clear that gingers are known for having very light skin and freckles.
It's over there. This has been happening in the UK for decades, and while some attribute those aforementioned Christian superstitions to the hate, to me there seems to be a much more obvious answer. Now, I don't know if this is technically true. This is just my assumption based on the small amount I know about their history, but there's this little country right next to England that historically hasn't exactly had a great relationship
Yes, I brought this up earlier.
with them, and it also just so happens that this country has the highest concentration of gingers in the entire world and is regularly associated with gingers. That seems like the most obvious explanation to me, but I'm not a historian, so who knows. But this especially seems to be the case considering the American culture surrounding redheads, BGK, before ginger kids.
Before ginger kids.
I mean, America was...
that's why the Wesleys are the butt of the jokes in Harry Potter. Well, I don't know nothing. I don't really know anything about Harry Potter, so I couldn't tell you.
It's founded by the same kind of Christians that would have heard these superstitions about redheads, and yet the ginger hatred here was never even close to that of the UK's. So now let's talk about how the Americans felt about gingers. So, in the US BGK, there was definitely still stereotypes and negative traits that would be assigned to gingers, but through my research, it was never even close to what it would become. Most testimonials I've read online about growing up in the 80s or 90s describe much lighter teasing from other kids or adults. Nicknames like Carrot Top, Little Orphan Annie, Big Red. There was also the phrase redheaded stepchild, which was used to describe someone who was like unwanted or neglected.
Oh yes, also like black sheep.
Sometimes things a bit more crude, like fire crotch.
So, does the carpet match the drapes? Yeah, but not the upholstery.
Or getting asked if the curtains match the drapes. And one thing I haven't really talked about much, which tended to be the case throughout history, is that when it came to discrimination and bullying, male gingers usually got the worst of that. Besides,
I'm sure they did.
The whole like witch thing, of course. But ginger women, on the other hand, tend to be overly sexualized. Not to say that they weren't made fun of. I'm sure they.
Who was it? Roger Rabbit's wife is a ginger.
Experienced that too. Just that generally speaking, women's experience wasn't as outright cruel as men's, but it was filled with a lot more creepy fetishization. Jesus Christ. It was filled with a lot more creepy fetishizing of them, so I guess it kind of balances out. There were also some common stereotypes associated.
What other redheads exist in... Oh, Miss Bellum from Powerpuff Girls is another example.
With redheads, such as having a fiery personality. But generally speaking, in the US, gingers as a whole were not a major focus of hate. Based on my research, I'd compare it to being short, for example. Like, it's something you'll probably be teased about, and occasionally you might see someone being outright bullied for it.
Yeah, in my experience, that's how I've seen it, is just casual teasing.
But generally speaking, it just wasn't super...
But it's not... but I've never witnessed any outright hatred.
Popular to hate on gingers. I've read plenty of testimonials from people who grew up during this time saying that they had never even heard the term ginger growing up.
Yeah, I never actually... I mean, I've known of the name... I've known of ginger as a name in reference of... as well as like ginger root and ginger ale, but I've never heard it be used for redheads until high school.
Experienced anything more than light teasing about their hair, or some people even going...
I just used the term redhead.
As far as to say that they never even knew other gingers got made fun of at all. One thing you have to remember is that this was the US in the late 20th century. We had plenty of other groups of people that were way more popular to hate on. Gingers weren't even like
pretty much.
On the other hand, the UK was 90% white until the early 2000s, so it's no wonder they hated on gingers so much. They were probably the most different looking people they'd see on...
Oh, and then the...
on a consistent basis.
Actually,
I found
I'm
this
not gonna
Reddit post in
comment on
particular
it.
interesting because they talk about how they don't really even remember it being a thing at all in the US until the late 90s, early 2000s, which they attribute to the spread of British media into the US. But once again,
Is that
outright
so?
bullying or hate campaigns were pretty much unheard of against gingers in the US at this time. So now that we know the culture surrounding gingers before the release of this episode,
Okay, now let's actually
let's talk about the year 2005.
Okay.
Two dudes with a cartoon decided to
Okay, here we go. Now we're actually going into the episode.
release an episode making fun of gingers. And despite their good intentions, they would accidentally cause a major shift in the culture, and life for gingers would never quite be the same.
The path to hell is paved with good intentions, as they say.
I'm talking, of course, about ginger kids.
And talking, of course, about daywalkers.
Oh, sick. Whoa.
Cartman, he's such a bitch. Soulless.
The episode opens with Cartman giving a class presentation on ginger kids. He defines a ginger as a person with red hair, freckles, and pale skin. He refers to it as a disease known as gingivitis.
Oh, that's right, gingivitis.
Because they have no soul.
And it occurs because ginger kids have no soul.
It's because they had no souls. Being depressed on the latest season about him not being special anymore. Because everyone was already being... yes, it was cathartic. Yes, it was.
He also mentions how the
yes, Cartman has a... his season 1 voice was more raspy than it is now.
similar to vampires, a bit of a callback to those early Greek superstitions. And
Yeah.
finally...
Oh, and of course, yes, Kyle is also ginger.
He gives us some new vocabulary for ginger subtypes.
Yes.
Some people have red hair, but not light skin and freckles. These people are called
Daywalkers. Yes, and Kyle is an example of a daywalker because although he is a ginger, he does not have light skin and freckles. In fact, Kyle exhibits the 3 J's that Cartman considers unacceptable, those being ginger, Jersey, and Jew. Especially Jew.
He ends his presentation with the claim that being a ginger is a curse and the earth needs to be rid of it. Now this whole
That's what Uncle Ruckus says about being black.
scene is the perfect example of Matt and Trey's devotion to doing their research on whatever topic they cover. It reminds me a lot of that meme that's like studying history so that I can be more accurately racist.
Oh no,
because as we
pretty
talked
much.
about, a lot of the points he makes, like gingers being similar to vampires and lacking a soul, are ancient myths that haven't been relevant in hundreds of years, yet of course Cartman knows all of them. I mean,
yeah, it's Cartman. What did you
even
expect?
the term itself, ginger, was practically non-existent in the US up to this point, so they really had to educate themselves on this topic. I also love how this is clearly just Cartman using this hate to mess with Kyle, knowing that it'll
Yeah,
spread
it's solely because of how much he hates Kyle.
with his other classmates. It's really just textbook Cartman. So Kyle decides that he needs to stop Cartman from spreading his hateful rhetoric, so he pays a visit to a family of ginger kids to learn more about them. Their parents explain how the ginger gene is recessive.
Yeah, it's a recessive trait, and you can see that both of them are brunette. But they also have the trait within them, and it just so happens that all 3 of their kids have this trait being active. So you had a girl in school with super rare natural violet eyes. I didn't know that was a thing.
With each of their children only having a 1 in 4 chance of being ginger.
I don't know what that looks like.
3 times. What are the odds?
3 times. Right? Like, if anyone knows how dominant and recessive traits work, I could probably show you the allele squares.
And we quickly find out that the parents themselves aren't exactly happy with how their kids turned out.
If your spouse is also a carrier, then your children can turn out like them.
Like them. Just look. Especially this girl with the missing tooth. It just brings the whole look together, you know?
Each one of them's a blessing.
Oh yes, each one of them's a blessing.
Blessing for the left.
Each freckle is a blessing in and of itself.
So the next day, Kyle gives his presentation
Yes, and here...
on the science behind gingers and how it's simply
And of course, Cartman doesn't give a shit because he's a fat fuck.
genetics, not the lack of a soul. This, of course, doesn't slow down Cartman at all, and he tells the class that Kyle can't be trusted, being a daywalker himself. He
Yep.
also mentions how Judas was depicted as a ginger and scares the class by reminding them of just how creepy gingers can be.
Gingers are creepy. One night,
Wait.
you're all sleeping in your room.
When you're out sleeping in your room, they're gonna get you. Because Kathleen Kennedy's gonna get me, guys!
They're gonna get you.
Kathleen Kennedy is gonna crawl out from under his bed and wokeify him.
We then start
and they're gonna she's gonna turn her into a diverse woman.
See the effects that Cartman's lessons are starting to have with Jimmy, Clyde, Toby,
Oh, and here it comes.
and Craig kicking a
Yep.
ginger kid out of the lunchroom, telling him that gingers aren't allowed in the lunchroom. Seeing this, Kyle comes up with the idea to try to sneak into Cartman's room and make him look like a ginger to teach
Yes, and this is where
lesson.
the
So that-
episode goes off. the episode gets crazy
room
after
and do
that.
exactly that. They bleach his skin, dye his hair red, and give him freckles.
Yes.
Dude, okay, he's out.
The next day, when Cartman...
No, Kyle wanted to do that. No, he wanted the catharsis of having beaten the shit out of him.
And realizes what has happened, he visits the doctor. He is diagnosed with gingivitis.
Gingivitis, yes. They don't question the fact that it's hair dye and makeup.
And the doctor...
They just blatantly accept it because that's how stupid the people of South Park is.
Breaks the bad news to Leanne with a very funny line.
Cartman is a jackass.
At the bus stop, Cartman is very casual and medically correct about it, refusing to admit.
Yes, I remember this.
The irony of the situation.
I mean, all last week you were ripping on ginger kids, and now you are one. I don't really see the irony of it.
I don't see. He doesn't see it at all. It's Cartman. What did you expect?
And at school, he quickly becomes a victim of the very hate that he spread, as his friends kick him out of the cafeteria for being a ginger. The rest of the boys think that they finally taught Cartman a lesson about his...
No, it didn't. Extra wax for extra anesthesia.
Intolerance, and that this will be the time he finally changes. Of course, this is Eric Cartman we're talking about, so it's not exactly that simple. Because he immediately...
Yes, now he goes in the complete opposite direction and decides that gingers are the superior people.
He gathers all the ginger kids in school and begins preaching to them about how unfair it is that they are being discriminated against. He essentially becomes the leader of a new ginger supremacy movement, leading a Red Power march through recess. They call themselves the Ginger Separatist Movement and hold a protest outside of a showing of Annie because the lead actress is doing ginger face because she's not actually
ginger
The movement
face.
quickly grows.
Oh my god, no. I've seen these episodes more than once, but I can never remember the specifics about what happens in them.
Gingers who are tired of feeling less than others being led by Cartman himself. He acts very similarly to one of those evangelical megachurch pastors, a role that he actually has a lot of experience in from back in season 4.
He has all of the... He's a master manipulator. He's very, very good at that stuff.
Rock solid, and this really riles up all of his followers.
And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that the only way to fight hate is with more hate.
Yes, fight fire with fire.
We're not the freaks of society. Everyone else is.
Everyone else
But his movement
are the
quickly
freaks.
takes a turn for the worst as he encourages the ginger kids to go out and capture as many non-ginger kids as they can so that they can be exterminated. The rest of the boys start to realize that they might have made a mistake and decide to go change Cartman back, but it's a little too late for that. As they walk down the street, they are slowly surrounded by ginger kids and despite their best efforts are kidnapped and taken to their...
And I guess Kyle is not ginger enough to be accepted as one of them.
This whole sequence is pretty hilarious because objectively they do make the ginger kids incredibly creepy in this scene, which is made even better by Stan's little speech he gives moments before.
I think we all need to realize that everyone is different in one way or another, and we shouldn't be threatened by those differences. I mean, Cartman actually had me kind of creeped out that gingers were going to come get me in the night.
So the extermination is set to begin as...
Yes, and I believe we all know it needs to be done. And then we will be able to begin the cleansing, as Cartman would say, in that one episode where he starts the Mel Gibson fan club in an attempt to enact his final solution.
Cartman preps Kyle to be thrown into a giant pool of lava.
Yes, he's also a master debater.
So Kyle whispers the truth to him, and his demeanor quickly shifts.
Oh, yeah, and now he decides he has a change of heart.
Oh my god, you guys, I just realized something. We shouldn't be doing this.
We shouldn't be doing this?
If we go and exterminate everyone who isn't ginger, then we're no better than they were for thinking less of us. We all have to learn to live together.
After all of that,
done with Cartman slowly realizing that he's not actually ginger.
You're welcome,
As
Brett.
soon as his followers find out, he'll see the same fate as everyone else. And the icing on the cake is how this one kid just immediately calls him out for how weird it is.
You wanted to kill everyone who wasn't ginger, then that kid in the green hat told you something, and now you don't want to do it all of a sudden.
Okay.
What did he tell you? No.
What did he tell you?
He was just telling me about something funny that happened at school yesterday.
Yeah, something funny happened.
But anyway,
But the episode ends with Cartman singing a song about the lessons he's learned and how important it is to live in harmony, even with those who look differently to you.
I don't remember if he gets found out or
He
not.
encourages the rest of the gingers to sing along, and it's a happy ending for everyone.
You're such a manipulative asshole, Cartman.
Yep.
Yes, but I'm not going to die.
He's not going to die.
Now, personally, I really love this episode. It has so
No,
many
this
hilarious
episode
and
is
super
great.
iconic moments throughout it. I also think that satirically, it's one of their best episodes by far, showing just how ridiculous it is for Cartman to discriminate against a group of people just because of how they look. Then,
And that he ends up discriminating against everyone else.
by immediately forcing him to experience the very hatred that he's been pushing this whole time, he instantly just does the exact same thing that caused the hate in the first place to create a counter movement that is
It's the horseshoe theory that iDubbbz, for some reason, doesn't believe in.
just as bad, if not worse than the original, with him going as far as to attempt to genocide all non-gingers. It's
Yep.
a hilarious way to demonstrate the cycle of hate that racism and discrimination form over time.
Yeah, racism and discrimination occurs for everyone. It doesn't matter what race you are. All races can be racist towards each other, so don't give me any of that.
And how oftentimes the leaders of these hateful movements end up being two sides of the same coin. In this case, literally, since Cartman essentially spreads the exact same rhetoric on both sides, emphasizing how those who look different to him are inferior. This is also one of my favorite Cartman episodes of all time. It's really just all of his worst traits packed into one. His manipulative behavior, quest for power, bigotry, impulsive decision-making, and his ability to immediately act like a coward and weasel his way out of the situations that he created entirely on his own. It's just perfect. And what's funny is I just listened to Matt and Trey's DVD commentary they did for this episode, and their inspiration to make fun of gingers actually came from a trip to England, where they saw a billboard that said something along the lines of "Only you can prevent gingers." And they thought that was hilarious because of just how absurd it was to them, which to me kind of shows that the reason they used gingers to make this commentary about racism and bigotry was because the concept of hating on gingers was so foreign to the people in the US at the time. So by taking this relatively normal group and putting them into the same situation you commonly see with people of other races, it really emphasizes how ridiculous it is to hate people over the way they look. It's honestly pretty genius, and in my opinion, it's one of their most clever satirical episodes. Now, they made this message pretty obvious. I mean, Cartman was the one parroting all of these hateful messages after all, and as we all know, Cartman is the character that's meant to represent everything that's wrong with the world. The general rule of thumb is that if you find yourself aligning your beliefs with Cartman's, that means the show is actively making fun of you. So considering this, I'm sure that everyone understood the point of this episode, and there was no major controversy following the release of this episode. I mean, if a bunch of people completely missed the point of this episode and started a wave of bullying and hate over it, that sure would be ironic, wouldn't it?
Psych! No. Apparently, it did cause more. I mean, I wasn't around for that. If this was back in 2005, I would have been too young to know about it anyway.
You see, despite how clear the message of this episode is, there is one thing I failed to consider about South Park's audience at the time. Children.
Children. Don't you know who watches South Park? Children. No, you have to think about the children. I mean, they made a whole movie about it when they tried to ban Canada.
When this episode was released, South Park was still a major part of the cultural landscape, and because of that, it was particularly popular with kids. And when I say that, I don't mean in the same way that it's popular with kids nowadays, because it definitely still is, but the kids that are fans of South Park today are generally, for the lack of a better term, pretty woke and gay.
I'm pretty sure
Which
they
isn't
are.
a bad thing, that's just how it is. They tend to be more into shipping and drawing aged up fans.
Yeah, I think I've seen plenty of these more than once. No, I see some of them in this, what looks like some sort of chibi art style, and I keep seeing it all over the place.
But back in the early to mid 2000s, kids were watching South Park because it was edgy. Back then,
yeah, it was edgy.
South Park was kind of the first show to really take that edgy, inappropriate humor into the mainstream. And because of that, the kids watching it at the time were almost exclusively watching it because they weren't supposed to. It was pretty much a staple for...
I don't really know if anyone at school ever talked about South Park.
Rebellious kids. And if there's one thing we know about kids, it's that most of the time they don't really pick up on the deeper meaning behind the media they consume. So when
I know that for a fact.
These kids see...
No, I just see a bunch of funny characters saying funny things. Oh, this character said a bad word. It's very funny. But then as you grow up, you start to realize, oh... And that's kind of how it was with Boondocks for me. I remember laughing my ass off the first time I've ever seen the Boondocks and all that. But then as I grew up and actually paid attention to all the dialogue, I realized that there's a lot of deep meaning to it.
Cartman being the worst person of all time, they think it's funny. Not because they're laughing at him, but they're laughing with him. And knowing this, it's not exactly surprising that a bunch of kids saw this episode and immediately turned into little Cartmans themselves. If there's another thing we know about kids, it's that...
Yeah, kids are very impressionable.
They're mean. There's a reason that the majority of bullying happens in middle school. Everyone's changing, no one knows who they are, they're insecure, and if you can put the pressure on someone else, it takes it off you. And when this episode came out and gave a whole generation of kids a brand new target and a bunch of derogatory terms to go along with it, it's not surprising that they ran with it. You can ask any ginger from the US who was in school when this episode came out.
Yeah, and now it's one of their favorites. I wonder how Matt and Trey actually felt about all this.
For them, essentially changed overnight. Even though I was very young, I had a good friend back then that was a ginger, and
only in high school.
I remember one day when all of a sudden he was getting made fun of all the time for being a ginger, a term which I had never even heard before. People saying that he didn't have a soul became pretty common, and at the time, I didn't even know what South Park was or where this was coming from, but I remember specifically noticing this sudden change seemingly out of nowhere, and reading testimonials on...
No, I've never heard the term, as I said, I never heard the term ginger referred to red hair until high school.
Online of people who were around middle school age.
I just remember them as
It's pretty obvious that this
redheads.
episode caused a major change in how gingers were perceived at the time. With this sudden increase in ginger teasing would eventually come the natural progression of full-on bullying. A few years after the release of this episode in November of 2008, a 14-year-old kid from Vancouver would create an event on Facebook called Kick a Ginger Day.
Yeah, I completely forgot that this happened.
Claiming to be inspired by the South Park episode, the event designated November 20th as National Kick a Ginger Day. It's not exactly the most subtle name, and what was supposed to be a joke unfortunately became serious pretty quickly. When November 20th 20th eventually came, schools all across North America reported countless instances of ginger kids being assaulted.
And this was back in 2008 when the internet really wasn't nowhere near as big as it is now.
Some kids reported being kicked upwards of 80 times on this day, with local news channels reporting on the carnage.
20 students from a Vancouver Island middle school were sent home. At one Calgary school, student suspensions. A 12-year-old girl in tears after being taunted about her red hair. At another school, possible criminal charges after the kicking of a grade 10 boy.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
There were reports of several schools suspending dozens of students in a single day for participating in the holiday. And unfortunately, this wasn't a one-time thing. The following year, Kick a Ginger Day would come back in full force, with several more cases of gingers receiving beatings from their classmates. Kick a Ginger Day would become an occasionally recurring holiday for the kids who...
No, I never heard of this until... Not now, because I do vaguely remember this being brought up in another South Park related video, but damn.
Clearly did not get enough love at home over the following years, with various news stories of assaults coming in 2011, 2013, 2015, and even
it's still
as recently as 2019. And
of course.
Many of these news reports clearly did not do enough research and claim that South Park itself created Kick a Ginger Day.
No, they didn't.
Kind of tried to imply that the show was...
It was some jackass that decided to create it.
For this, but the episode has no mention of Kick a Ginger Day, and the original kid who made it up on Facebook just said it was inspired by the show. And despite Kick a Ginger Day quickly becoming something that was only done occasionally by bullies, things wouldn't get much better for gingers themselves following this episode. In 2010, the YouTuber Coppercab would upload a video called Gingers Do Have Souls. In this video, he is passionately about his experience being bullied for being ginger, clarifying that he does in fact have a soul.
Does he?
It really irritates me.
This incident, there was a... If your kid was ginger and someone had beat, you wouldn't talk, I'm sure.
South Park would say that red-haired people don't have souls, okay? Gingers have souls.
Okay, it is this. Oh, wait a minute. I do recognize this audio. This was used in that one Incredibles YouTube poop. It was just a scene of that audio being overlaid on Syndrome.
I go to church. I'm a Christian.
In the description, he also mentions that he hates South Park because all they do is insult people and he wants it to be boycotted. This video went mega viral at the time, becoming one of the most iconic videos to come out of early YouTube. Now, if you know anything about Coppercab, he became a bit of an infamous figure over the years because, as it turns out, he was just a massive troll. He made this video partially as a joke. And
Facebook is part of the government, I'm sure. Well, it's Mark Zuckerberg, so what did you expect?
It just so happened to take off. The only problem is, once again, kids don't really get satire, and when all these kids saw this goofy ginger kid screaming at a camera about having a soul, this kid became the face of gingers across the nation. So now, with the kids that were originally in school during the release of the episode beginning to age out of their adolescent cruelty, this video just reminded the new generation of kids that gingers are still to be made fun of. Matt and Trey also decided to parody this video in an ad for season 14, which only caused the kid to continue making countless more videos.
Well, there you go, freaking double down. No, no, South Park unironically likes it when people hate on the show, like what happened with Sally Struthers.
Get millions of views. So even if the ginger hate train was starting to slow down, now it was back at full speed. With the South Park episode spurring the initial wave and these videos only making it worse, Ginger's place as untouchables in the youth caste system was now officially cemented in the US. And I haven't really talked much about how the UK was affected by the episode, but that's because it was already so bad there that despite the episode definitely making it even worse, it's kind of like dumping water into the ocean. There were even reports of kids participating in Kick a Ginger Day, but this kind of bullying wasn't really uncommon there in the first place. But the effects of this episode can still be seen on the culture today. If you read testimonials from those who were in school at the time, they will always tell you that the release of this episode was a turning point for them and how they were treated by their classmates. One of the more popular examples is Ed Sheeran, who has claimed in an interview that South
Ed Sheeran
Park ruined his life. Now, this quote is often taken out of context to make it sound worse than it actually is, because if you read the full quote, he was clearly joking about it ruining his life, and what he actually said was that in England, being a ginger was something you'd always expect to get made fun of, but whenever he would come to the US, he never experienced any of that, claiming that no one even knew what a ginger was, and he would get complimented for his hair all the time. Which shocked him. But after that episode,
I guess it's a
came out making fun.
I was going to say it's a culture shock.
The gingers became a worldwide phenomenon that he would deal with for the rest of his life. He also said that he still loves South Park and would love to voice a character someday, so clearly he wasn't actually too upset with the show. But
I don't know. Apparently, the creators of South Park don't like celebrities.
I do think that his experience provides a unique perspective on the effects of this episode, since he experienced both the US and UK's cultures around gingers before and after the release
because of the chemicals in the water.
And he saw firsthand just how drastically this episode impacted the culture in the US. And as I said, these effects effects can still be seen to this day, with ginger kids still experiencing significantly more bullying than gingers of the past. I've read a bunch of testimonials from kids in school now who don't even know about the South Park episode, wondering why gingers are made fun of so often. And I think this whole situation brings up...
And people say that white people can't be hated on.
Some really interesting questions, something I've thought about making an entire video about in the past, and that is the idea of satire responsibility. I mean, despite the fact that the show was clearly making fun of people for bigotry and discrimination, the chemicals
turn the frogs ginger. Don't you know that's exactly what Jackal said?
A bunch of kids to become what they were preaching against. So is South Park to blame for this? And do you have a responsibility when creating satire to ensure that your message isn't lost on the people who might be consuming it? And there's a very simple answer here. No. South Park is absolutely not to blame for people taking the wrong messages from their show and building their personalities around it.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those death of the author types of scenarios where the authors intend one thing, but then someone else reads it in a different way.
I mean, that's true, but they know kids are watching their show. Shouldn't they at least consider how these kids are going to perceive what they say? You make an interesting point, Mark, and it would make sense if this were a kid's show. But South Park is not a kid's show. It's made for adults. Matt and Trey have absolutely no responsibility to try to make their show made for adults family-friendly. You also have to remember that at this...
Yeah, I know. I know that hardly. I was just saying.
Point in the show's run, everyone knew what South Park was. It was one of the most culturally relevant shows in the nation.
It's still culturally relevant.
Your kid told you they were watching South Park, you knew exactly what they were watching. It was notoriously one of the most adult shows on TV. It is not Matt and Trey's fault that kids were taking the wrong messages from their show.
It's the kids themselves.
It is the fault of those kids' parents.
Well, yeah, the parents too.
I mean, this is pretty basic stuff. If your kid...
For either letting your kid... Well, I mean... Knowing me, when I was a kid, I used to do things without my parents knowing, so you can't necessarily blame them, but... You know.
Kid is bullying other kids because of something they...
Like the most that I've ever really done, yes, I've tried to watch, like, Family Guy without them knowing. I tried to play, like, my Nintendo DS in bed, even though I'm supposed to be asleep, but that stuff is fairly tame compared to some of the other things that kids at that age would have been doing.
Saw on TV, that's your fault. Especially considering this was 2005. Kids didn't have access to anything they could ever want to watch from their pockets, and most households still didn't even have a computer. In the vast majority of these cases, if your kid was watching South Park, they were watching it on television, and as a parent, it's your responsibility to either prevent them from watching this show that they shouldn't be watching, or if you're going to let them watch it, explain to them what it actually means.
No, he's reminding me of the Lord of the Rings parody episode, where at the end of the episode, they had to explain Backdoor Sluts 9 that made that other movie look like that other movie, and they were trying to explain how lovemaking works, even though, well, you'd have to watch the episode to understand what I'm talking about.
Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with a little Cartman for years to come. I mean, this whole thing is no different than when it was a big thing to blame violent video games for youth violence. It's not...
Oh yeah, it's the kind of the same principle.
It's the job of the person making a game for adults to make sure your kid doesn't play it. That's your job as a parent. It's all...
Yeah, South Park is forbidding the White House.
So very similar to the whole South Park made it cool to not care debate that I've talked about on this channel.
Oh yes, I know about this video. I've seen this video too, I think.
If you watch South Park and come away with the message...
They made it cool to not care, except I still care.
Message that caring about stuff is cringe and build your whole personality around that, despite the show very clearly saying the opposite, that's your fault. And Matt and Trey have zero responsibility to try to dumb their show down to make sure that no one misses the point. I mean, telling someone how they should create their art is antithetical to the whole point of creating art. And placing blame on those creating satire for the people who don't understand their message is like blaming your silverware for your binge eating disorder. It's nonsense. Okay. And another thing that I haven't really talked about is that kids were still watching South Park before this episode came out, and while I'm sure there were some cases of it, you never really heard any news stories of a bunch of kids suddenly becoming racist or anti-Semitic because of Cartman. So
yeah, that's he's actually breaking a pretty good point.
Why did all these kids suddenly pick up hating on gingers from this episode? And I think this speaks more to the culture at the time than anything. The late 90s and early 2000s was when PC culture really first started to take root in the US. It was slowly becoming less and less okay to make fun of someone for their race, gender, or sexuality. So with all of these different topics slowly becoming more and more taboo, kids were more limited in who they could make fun of.
Oh, I get it. Yes, the Simpsons game. Oh, yeah. Oh, we need to play. I haven't played the Simpsons game in years. I haven't played it since I was a kid. Me and my sister used to play 2 players on it like all the time. We would wake up in the morning, be it on the weekend or whatever, and we would play that game. Media literacy at times is at an all-time low. I'm pretty sure childhood literacy is at an all-time low. Apparently 40% of Gen Alpha kids can't read. Let me teach them to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Then they'll learn how to read.
And as we've established, kids are mean and are actively looking for reasons to make fun of people. So along comes a whole new group that...
But no, Xbox 360. No, that game was so much fun. Is it available on Steam? I mean, it's a licensed game, so I don't know if it would be.
It's almost exclusively white people that you can bully without worrying
Yes, Blooms is bringing up the point.
about being called racist or sexist or...
Yes, it's stupid. No. I know that a lot of people, a lot of content creators these days are always talking about, like, anti-white racism and all that, making it, like... You have the one side who says that it doesn't exist, and then you have the other side that acknowledges its existence and they don't downplay it.
Homophobic, and you can bet these kids are going to take full advantage of it, especially since the idea of ginger hate was still seen as a joke at the time. It was a novelty. Kids thought it was funny to make fun of gingers because they'd never really done it before. But of course, it wasn't a joke to the kids who suffered actual bullying because of it. And despite the fact that Matt and Trey never intended for this to happen, nor do they bear any responsibility for it, it's a near certainty that without the release of this episode 21 years ago, life might be very different for the ginger kids in the US. And hopefully now, we all know a little bit more about that time South Park accidentally ruined a bunch of kids' lives.
Yeah, I wanted to talk more about what he just said, but it might be a little late for that. But that was a great video. Hopefully I gave enough commentary on it. It was kind of difficult. But yeah, no, we need to play the Simpsons game on stream at some point. It's been so long since I played that game. I had so much fun with it, but yeah, make sure you guys check out Bloom's original video. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to do tonight was I wanted to look at this, the Zelda Majora's Mask Chaos Edition. But I wanted to make this a try not to laugh, in all honesty, because a lot of these Chaos editions of games have been absurdly hilarious to me. If Gen Z can't read character X readers. It would be very good watch you play that. Yes, I would. But the next game that I'm gonna play is called Tales Noir, and I'm kind of excited to check it out and all that. Yes, it's Gen Alpha that can't read, because they've been so hopped up on Cocomelon and Mr. Beast that, yeah, they just can't do it. No, I wanted to make this a try not to laugh. If I need some sort of laugh counter, but I need to create an overlay on Steam Stream Elements or something like that. I actually might be back. I'll let you guys discuss what if there should be a punishment for every time I laugh. Tales Noir. We could probably look at it at. We could probably look for it at. I will be right back. I want to make this a try not to laugh. If you guys can think of a punishment, let me know, but I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. I could probably show you that real quick. No. Yeah, it looks like this. Fugly Pug gifted it to me for Steam, and I really want to try this game out. It seems pretty cool. But I wanted to check this out because it's been a while since we've done like a try not to laugh, but we'll see what happens. Like, this is sort of a last-minute addition to the stream tonight because it's been a while since we've done something like this. But I don't have a exact punishment for that. But we'll see how many times, and then maybe we can figure it out after we're done. But hopefully you guys can bear with me. Hopefully I can... Don't ask you to do... You don't want to be too sadistic. Well, we have to think... Well, I'll at least get a counter going. Let me open up something on... Here, let me open up a text document real quick. And then I will put a tally counter on that. And we will see... Because I watched the first few seconds and... I don't know if chaos and corruption, video game corruptions are most people's cups of tea when it comes to what they would consider funny, but as you can see, it's shaking like crazy. 08. Oh, the background's moving pretty fast. Now let's see what goes on here, and I will try not to laugh. I will point out certain things. I'm not going to do the water thing where I keep water in my mouth and keep it in, but no, my stream setup is not that optimal. We tried to do that one time and it didn't work out that well.
This is now a thing. I don't know how long this has been a thing for.
I don't know how long it's been a thing either.
I'm sorry, Majora's Mask.
Ocarina of Mask.
Now has a Chaos Edition.
Let's go. Nothing wrong with the text. Nothing wrong with the text here. We're no... Wait a minute. No, I need to In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend. A legend of dearly held by the royal family that goes somewhat like this. Wait. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. No, I was like, I thought this was going to be the regular text box, but no. This is the opening lyrics to Never Gonna Give You Up. And I'm not gonna... I could sing it, but...
This would be basically uncompletable.
I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand.
By any rational human being.
You can put that. You can put the rest into your own
It would be
hand.
fun to check out for a little bit.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Like that.
Was that?
Yes. That's what
I'm
the...
not
Oh, wait, here it comes.
Reading that.
And the letters are getting jumbled up. Let's go. He just got rupees. Okay, nothing too crazy yet. Oh, did you hear that? The music. Oh no. Oh no, it's already starting. What the hell is that noise? Wait.
I think Link is a little too young to get...
Oh my god, he's freaking wasted right now. No, this is what it looks like. Way too hard after watching game physics breaking in 3, 2, 1. Oh no. The last time we actually looked at a video like this, it was GTA 4, but the traffic was 999% faster. But now we're just getting Majora's Mask Chaos Edition. I'm trying to remember what this sound effect is. Wait, what was that? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's... Yeah,
but
I know what
stop him.
Oh my god, his screaming. There's a Poe. And then there's a Stalfos trying to attack.
I don't think Link is supposed to...
No, this is what your average acid trip looks like.
Die in the intro.
He's getting attacked. Oh, there's a bunch of Stal children attacking him. Oh, when it's doing this little... Sometimes... No, I recognize this from, like, glitched Twilight Princess runs. Twilight Princess speed runs. Where you're either Wolf Link in a cutscene that's supposed to be human, or you're Human Link in a cutscene that's supposed to be wolf. Apparently they're attacking each other. Nothing too crazy. I'm still waiting for something major. Oh, and he's just being attacked. Oh, that's what that sound effect is. That's the hearts being restored. There's nothing too crazy here, honestly. I mean, yes, some graphical whatever, but I wonder if he has anything.
It looks like this is an especially chaotic Chaos Edition.
It's not that chaotic. Not by my standards. I'm waiting for something. All we see are just a bunch of graphical... Oh, and now the LSD is back.
What a pretty ocarina. How can you tell?
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, be careful. There's a wall master that's about to come down. Okay, what's going to happen when we actually get into the gameplay?
Chat, did you ever hear the theory that Link is actually tripping balls throughout Ocarina of Majora's Mask?
Ocarina of Majora's Mask. I mean, this
He's...
The hell was that high-pitched sound effect?
Dead, and he's going through the 4 stages of grief, but he's also...
There's just a sign there.
That's the real theory. The signs were there
this
all along. You just gotta see them.
Oh no, this is a... Wait. Why is he a sign?
See?
He turned into a sign.
There's another.
Oh no. Wait, oh no. Are we gonna play as the sign? Or... Okay, now let's actually... Oh, his shield is a sign. What the hell is he doing?
Okay.
You got a recovery heart. He's just
Why is
waving.
Link waving? Stop. His sword and shield are
Oh,
signs.
they're just okay. But he was a sign.
Oh, this is...
And I thought this was just gonna be a walking...
Wonderful. This is delightful.
Oh, and the moon's already about to crash.
The world is coming to an end, and we didn't even leave Hyrule yet.
He just got money. Oh, now he gets an actual shield, except...
Wait, we had this already.
No,
It's
you
just a
didn't.
sign.
You have a sign. Yep. Yep,
Oh.
there goes the UI.
Little jiggly UI. Cold.
Oh, this... I don't know. I need something
Yeah,
a little
polar
more
vortex
substantial than
also
this.
affect
And now the
Hyrule
trip is back.
phenomena. This blur effect is gonna absolutely destroy me.
There's no... Freaking... Undertale-looking text. I might have to switch to a different video.
It was
This
on
isn't really
Hylian
making
modding,
me...
but again, this wasn't part of the crossover competition. But I had to. Concussion streamer.
Yeah. 3 days, bitches. Yes. We have 3 days before the moon crashes. Let's see if this can make me laugh.
A couple more than usual.
Because if not, then we can look at a GTA 999% traffic speed. That is definitely a try not to laugh. Either that or we can look at an actual try not to laugh. which aren't usually as funny as they seem. Unless it's Internet City's Reddit. Wait, what's his voice gonna sound? Okay, not much. Okay, now it's normal again. Oh, and there's the wall master right there.
Wall master?
Yeah. Is it gonna come back down again? Oh, did you see Deku?
What happened to the wall master?
Now it's just trippy. Yeah. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, and then it stops. The hell was that? Oh, it's a giant fish.
I think this is what it would be if you got, like, forcibly transformed into a tree. It would probably look like this. Like a tree child.
Oh my god, the giant fish. It almost got me again. Okay. That moment just there, that almost got me. Oh, Lord of mercy.
I have...
No, just the way that Deku Link sounds. Oh my god, no.
Quarters of...
Okay, now it's actually beginning.
I don't even know how that happened.
Oh, that almost sounds like a Mario coin.
On second thought, maybe I won't be coming back to this.
Okay. No, that almost got me. Oh, Lord of mercy. No, stop with the trippy. What the hell? Where did that re-dead come from?
Oh my god.
What the? Oh my god, why are they what are they doing?
Are they dancing?
What the hell? No, they're dancing like he has the it's the Gibdo mask, the Garo mask, and the captain's hat that causes the re-deads to dance in this game. Oh no. They don't do these dances in the game though. He got a heart from them.
Come on.
The UI is giggling. And there's just a random scream. The hell type of dance is that? I don't know.
We gotta go.
And then almost...
Man, we gotta leave.
And now he's just screaming. Now Deku Link is just screaming. No. Oh my god,
Where's
please.
The door? Are they just... they're dancing in a little circle.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh god. Okay, okay, here it comes, here it comes. No, I'm not gonna... Okay. Okay, 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 everyone. Just go... just open the door. Just stand in front and press A. There.
I don't even think we're getting to Clock Town.
Yeah, and I just hear the dong when you play a wrong note. And you got more money. That stuff back there. Yeah, apparently Tattle is the one that was causing all of it.
This needs to be ported over to the recomp.
Yeah, we need this in Ship of Harkinian stat so that we can play it live.
Because I think it will be just that much better because you can skip more dialogue.
He accepted something and he got money.
Graphics. Does it? No.
And Link is just like,
Sonic
no.
bottle, smiley face. I don't like that smiley face. I don't.
What smiley face? Oh, you're gonna...
Alright.
The hell? Okay, never mind.
That's not bad.
Oh. Okay, what happens if he gets
Speaking of recomps, Banjo-Kazooie has one.
Oh, Banjo-Kazooie's getting one now.
60 FPS controller options, mod support.
Okay, nothing
It's
crazy
only gonna
here.
get better too, but it looks real.
Oh no! Oh no! The Deku Butler's son.
Good. I played it for a minute just to test it out, and
Oh
it's,
my
it's
god!
Great. I might.
No, that was kind of freaky.
Pop it on stream at some point.
Hey, can you? The hell? Where are these cuckoos coming from? It's strange.
Oh no.
No. If you were to do that type of dance, just I don't think I could. No, those the Cuckoos and the Deku Butler's son. Oh my god. Come on.
Have you played Jiggies of Time already?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fully, but...
Come on. We can make it. All we have to do is just get through the intro.
And Nostalgia 64, which I played last year.
What's gonna...
What?
Okay.
Oh, motherfucker!
If only. No, this would be a speedrunner's dream right here.
Nostalgia 64 is on it.
Drop. Yeah.
I would recommend that.
Stop dropping.
Easily. Fuck.
Apparently the jump isn't that far either. Yeah, I'm aware, Harley, don't worry. Oh no.
Okay.
It.
Come on.
The hell just happened there? The chest is upside. Oh, he's walking backward. We got a nut of Deku's. Oh, his hearts are going crazy. Oh no, he's about to die. We can make it. Come on, let's kill.
Quarter heart currently.
Oh no.
Okay.
You can't with the Deku scream. You know, you don't even have to go around this. You can use this flower to go directly that way, but he probably doesn't know the speedrun tech.
I don't even know what that was. I'm not even kidding, by the way, chat. My goal is to get to Clocktown.
That's the goal. We're gonna make it there,
and then
whether they want us to or not.
I just need to get to Clocktown. That's it.
That's all we gotta do. And I have to do it without laughing. Is he gonna get another item in the air?
I want to see the happy ass salesman.
The happy ass
and
salesman.
I want to check out Clocktown for a second, and then
You've met with the terrible fate, haven't you? Oh, the gravity. Oh, there's a rave going on.
Oh shit, there's a rave. And oh, Dick's
face. No. No, you saw just casually gets money for dying. Oh, and it's
really a quarter heart again.
Yep. And what item was he supposed to have gotten? Another giant fish. We just gotta get there.
Chat, what did a fish?
Yes, that was a fish. And he... Oh, no, not the wall master. No. Oh, yep, you overcorrected and you fell right down into the void. He's just waving. I don't think I've ever seen this Deku version of the animation.
Oh, this
the
is
fanfare
such
when he dies, yes. I'm trying.
I'm not doing a BRB until I get to Clocktown.
You can do it. We believe in you. Oh. Oh no, here comes the trip. Oh no, that almost got me the pitch down. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No, this is what your brain looks like on bath salts. Granted, I've never done bath salts, and Oh no. Come on, I can do it. Fish.
Fish. Again.
Jesus. Oh. Oh, come on.
No. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh. No, the low-pitched scream. I can't.
They're dancing over my grave.
I can't. The voices of the void, because there's a void beneath you. Oh
Dancing,
no.
and I'm dead, and
Wait.
they're dancing.
Okay, now it's done. Oh, I thought his game crashed. Okay, it's back to... It's back to quote-unquote... Yes. Wait, no, that's not the... Maybe that is the speedrun tactic. Yes,
Oh,
that
I
is
didn't
the...
realize you could make that.
You can
you
can side hop that as well.
Nut.
You don't have to use the Deku
can
flower
make it.
here. No, not the cuckoos! You got go 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 go. Yes! We take those. And of course the cuckoos are still there. Okay. Oh, yep. Knockback. Oh, you got a Deku stick. Oh, yo. We got a Deku stick in the... This is a baby seed randomizer right here.
Cherish that. No, they followed me.
And the moon is still about to crash. You got money. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. No, stop it. Just get to the cutscene. Get to the happy mascot. At least he's not taking any damage from them.
Sadist out there that played the whole game like this. Definitely.
I would. You're a fan of the voices of the void? I don't know who that is, so... You've met with the terrible fate, haven't you? Well, yeah, Deku Link is just screaming like a madman.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, man, no, he's very angry right now.
That.
Oh. Tattle turned into a like.
Yes, you can.
Oh, no, she didn't. I own the Happy Mask Shop.
It's just there.
You shouldn't have done that, as Ben
Masochist,
Brown
the sadist
would say.
is the dev. Oh, I get it. Yes.
No, I haven't. Sorry. For I know of a way to return you to your former self.
Is he supposed to look this evil this early?
Yes, he is. That's his normal face. Haven't you played the game? Oh my god. No, no, you're not gonna make me crack. Not right now. Except, you shouldn't have done that. He's not even making his normal face. He's just making his angry and his sad face.
His mood swings, and that's what I remember, yeah.
Oh, here's what's gonna happen. He's gonna come out the cutscene, and then the like is gonna swallow him. I knew it!
Oh god, really?
Oh, he got crushed.
What?
I've never seen this before.
Wait, I'm not supposed to be here. This is a cutscene area. You're not supposed to be able to play this.
I mean, you can glitch back there with a bomb hover, but...
I don't think.
Just go. Like that. Do not press D down or die.
Do not press
Just sounds like a dying bird.
Pad down or die.
The hell happened now? Oh no, he's soft lock, isn't he? Oh no, wait, I know how we can fix it. Yeah, do that and then go back through. That way you won't be soft locked.
You're joking. You are joking.
Yeah, oh no, I thought he was gonna be soft locked for a moment. And now he resets the cutscene.
I can't even get to clock down.
Do not press D down to not die. May I not be unexcused?
Pressing it. No, wait.
Oh no.
Not press down to die. Do not press down to not die.
So press down to die. Oh, well he's back. And now we have to
There's a triple negative.
Oh no. And now we have to reload it again, just so we can get to Clocktown. And let me guess, we've still got like, I think 9 minutes in the video, so it's gonna take him 9 minutes to get to Clocktown.
Also, I said butler earlier. That was the butler's son.
Yeah, that was the butler's son. Oh, and here comes the trip again. Oh, and let me guess that his voice is gonna be all low pitch. Oh no, I can't get.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Let's go. This isn't Simon Says. Go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just go. Wrong. Are the controls inverted? There. There. Go. Go. Yes. Yes. We made it. We made it to Clock Town.
We did it. Oh man, we did it, chat.
Dawn of the first day. 72 hours remain. Nice cucko. No, the dancing re-deads are back. He gives me the creeps. He's right there.
Oh, the mask salesman gives you the creep.
Oh
Sure.
my god. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da. We still gotta find the Great Fairy. Yeah, that happened. Oh no, not another like. Okay, there's too much corruption going on. Gets frozen.
Just got here. Man, I just got here.
Again.
Also, I don't think the Earth is supposed to be shaking this early.
I don't think it is.
Crusty jugglers.
No, every moment I worry that the game's gonna crash. Now the question is, can we get to, can we complete first cycle without anything in our way? Clearly not if all of this is happening. And there's the re-deads again.
I just...
Wait, they're caramel dancing. Tanzamitos, klappe i de händer. Gör som vi gör till något till advanced. No, I just noticed that some of them are caramel dancing.
Where's the... I want to see the moon.
Oh, no, the mailbox. The mailbox is following you. Attack of the Killer mailbox.
Guess I
don't
need the
when
code.
It freezes. Yeah, kind of, actually. Like, when the game crashes, it usually boots off. That's different from a freeze. Well, actually, it depends. You're not supposed to go here yet. You're supposed to go rescue the Great Fairy, and then you go here. Unless Deku Link
I can't go in this way anyway. I need to be able to shoot snot. I don't have snot. Shoot.
Just screams
throw a pot at
casually.
it. Oh.
Can Deku Link pick up the pots?
The moon doesn't show up until you meet Skull Kid? No, the moon is always supposed to... No? The moon's right there.
Oh.
See?
Well, the sound effect as you were looking up.
God damn it.
The hell is he doing? Oh no, they're following you again. Oh, everything is oh my god. All of the NPCs.
Fuck it, we're going to Termina Field.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Well, none of the enemies show up because this is just first cycle. You're not supposed to be out here, but you can get through there, boo. You can get out here through an exploit that involves backwalking. The eyes.
Why did its lights turn off?
Because Link is screaming. Okay, nothing to report yet.
Music? No?
No, there's no music here when you glitch out here.
Nighttime.
No. No, I know how this game works. If you glitch out into Termina Field in first cycle, there's just no music here. Because that's just how it works. robots. I haven't seen that movie in years.
There's no point in even collecting rupees.
Oh my god, no. They just keep coming. And what kind of dance was that they were doing?
It really is amazing.
I'd rather them caramel
Termina
dance.
is the worst place.
Yeah, and that's happening.
You aren't supposed to be out in Termina Field first cycle, so there's no music.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's also no enemies either. Oh, now we turn into a sign. Yes, this is what I was expecting earlier.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there are some glitches that do that. Why aren't you going to the Great Fairy? You don't even have 3 days left.
What's going on? The tower was moving towards me.
Oh no, was it? He's just walking around aimlessly.
Read yourself?
Oh,
I wish
no.
I could. Obscure animation shafted? Not for long if it is. That's for sure.
Oh, and there's Tingle the goat.
Okay. No, genuinely, last thing I want to do is go to the Great Fairy.
That's how you progress.
You missed the gimmick on Golden Sun Hack, by the way. It's a turn-based RPG hack as soon as you exit town. Oh, I wasn't sure how to leave. Well, I didn't put any effort in.
Okay, go watch out for the Wall Master. Yep.
No, now's not the time to cower. Oh, you need the stray fairy, that's right.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we can end it here then.
What happened? What's this? Green clothes? White fairy? Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy?
I regret talking to Tingle. I really do.
Oh. Well, he's a 35-year-old man who thinks he's a fairy. Or at the very least, he thinks he's the reincarnation of a fairy.
I look at Tingle and I'm like, man, 35 is so young.
No thanks. Where did he get a 4th heart?
Tingle, tingle, kululipa.
Those are his magic words. I'm gonna
Also,
steal
why
them.
does he sound like Scooby-Doo? Has anyone ever realized that?
He sounds nothing like Scooby-Doo. More Redeads.
Alright, well, that's Majora's Mask Chaos Edition.
No, it's not. We still have 2 more minutes left in the video.
I don't think I need to come back to this.
They're just dancing.
Maybe with a full save, but yeah.
Use the stick to move the snake. Collect all containers or lose them forever.
Use the stick to move the snake? What is that? Whoa, what was that?
I don't know what that... What the heck is happening to his hearts?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, he's playing Snake with the heart counter.
The hearts are snake.
Na-dun. The
I lose them
Redead
forever?
scream. Yeah.
What did I lose forever?
You lost that extra heart container that you seem to have had. Was there another set of Redeads that just appeared? Oh no, the 2 of them are shaking their booties. Oh, and then the caramel dancing one.
You're back down to 3 heart containers.
Oh, brother!
What a
Night of the first day.
mess this is.
Okay. We still got 1 more minute in the video. Okay. I guess... Oh, I'm guessing this is just an outro. Alright. Okay, I did not laugh. I almost laughed a few times, but we did not laugh this time. Which actually makes me want to do a real... Let me... let me actually do this instead. In traffic at a speed of that much, Nico and Roman are miserable. I think we've seen... Which one? Oh, we saw this one here. No, this will definitely be a try not to laugh. I think we could do this last one before we call it a night. I want to see if they can make me laugh. Okay, but which one do I want? We could look at this 11-minute one, honestly. Not 0 seconds in, and there's already an example of that. Let's go ahead and see whether or not I will laugh this time. Because I remember laughing my ass off at the original one that we looked at.
Come on, get out of here! It's going to blow!
Roman's car has been trashed, and they're still driving it. Damn. Blood splattered on the wall. No, I hear the Doppler effect on those cards.
It's going to blow!
Yeah, well, it is gonna blow. Oh my god. Damn. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I am, and I'm going to try not to laugh again. No, if I laugh, I'll end the stream. How about that? We're gonna continue, and if I laugh, then the stream will end. Since I did so well last time, we'll see if I can continue. No, the stream will continue until I laugh. Let's go ahead and try that out. Oh, shit! You're enjoying it? Well, I'm glad you are. Okay, I'm gonna try not to. The screams. And they're flying. They're flying. We got the flying car of the future today, just like on Phineas and Ferb. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck! He fucking pushed that car and then it flew away. No, Roman, I'm assuming either this is Roman or the other guy is. No, this guy's got super strength, bro. Oh. No, I felt that. I felt that. That's insane. Okay. And then those cars just popped into existence. Now my question is, do the other GTA can the other I want to see frickin' CJ and Big Smoke in this kind of context. Wait. Yeah, you're just gonna... How did he not get hit by any of those? Ashley Tisdale? Yeah, I know that. Oh, and there he's fly. Yep. How was he still alive? Did they install some sort of mod that prevents dying? Ragdoll. Is there... Oh, wait. The hell is he doing? Just sliding around. No, he's barely touching it, and then it's just crashing into the corner of the ceiling. And that guy is just casually on fire. You gotta stop, drop, and roll. That's what we were... Well, yep. Just blew up. Candace got in trouble with her mom for throwing a party. Well, yeah, it's Candace. Mom, Phineas and Ferb caused all the cars to go at a speed of 900,999 miles per hour in GTA 4. No, I'm driving through the gates of hell. Well, actually, the streets of hell. Oh, that's Roman. And who's the other guy? Nico? Nico Doga? Yes, a simple routine trip to the hardware store. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I can't believe you threw a party. It's been a while since I've seen Phineas and Ferb, but this is definitely something that Phineas and Ferb would, well, actually it's more like something Doofenshmirtz would do. So far, no, they just casually blow up. And then this taxi is going the speed limit. Apparently all the taxis are doing that. Excuse me. Nah. Oh, and then that guy just accelerated like crazy. And there we go. No. Oh, Lord have mercy. This car is trashed now. He just pushes it and it flies away. Alright, that's it, young lady. You're grounded. And then she said, go to your room. We'll talk about this later.
I see what I can do about getting money for cash.
I see what I can do about getting you money for Putin. Suka blet.
Let me take out insurance policy? We see.
Do you see that guy just falling from the sky? No, he landed safely and then he falls. The taxis are obeying the speed limit. Yes, hold on, wait. Look, hold on, here. Let me move this out of the way so that you can see what I'm talking about. He falls. Wait, he lands and then he just twists. No, he lands perfectly and then all of a sudden he twists. Can someone please make it make sense? How did that blow up? A garbage? Or some sort of dumpster? Oh my God. He pushed the car and now it's flying in the sky. He was trying to close the door and that causes it to go flying. Ow! Yeah. No, these are the opposite of Crazy Taxi right here. It's way too late for you to be laughing. Well, I just need to laugh. If I laugh, the stream will end, so don't worry. I'm just waiting for something so obscene that I can't help but it. Inbred! Inbred! The most... Actually, I will keep that to myself. Who knows, you might tire yourself out laughing if that's the case. Because if I... Just what the fuck is wrong with you? Boom. Ah, shit! Asshole! And that guy's trying to jaywalk.
Nico, wait for me here while I go inside to clean up.
Okay, so now we're actually progressing.
Shit, I almost forgot. I'm giving you my old phone. My new...
Well, there he goes. And he's still got his number. What's that face he's making? Yep. Altering the cutscene. And there goes that. Your sleep schedule is really inconsistent. Yeah. Wait. Come on, make me laugh. Oh. Roman's car has been trashed. We have Cheyenko. I'm still waiting for something to... Well, there we go. I'm still waiting for something egregious to happen. I'm going to take them for everything they have. They're just stuck upside down and they just don't... Oh my god, the card. Oh my god, the carnage. No. No. The way you said jaywalk. Oh. I'm still waiting. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, what kind of fever dream is this? We're going the speed of, I think that says 9,999,999 miles per hour. Or maybe that's the percentage. We're doing a try not to laugh right now. If I laugh, the stream ends. Okay, that almost got me. Not even doing any. So is this just the I don't know if this is the intro or not. I'm pretty sure insurance is going through the roof in this part of town. He ran into that freaking umbrella like it was nothing. Wait.
Why are we going to this hardware store?
Why are we going 30 miles an hour across the air?
Need to buy something?
No, the business shut down a long time ago. We got it because some guys are playing cards. I'm going to take them for everything they have.
I have the feeling only thing you will come out of there with is more debt.
Okay.
You.
Hold on. This is my game they play. Because I am tired of this abusive relationship we have. Because me and mi familia, we don't have much. But we give everything we have to the people of BET.
Shit, this is fucked. Now I'm going to be in even more debt.
Well, yeah. No. There's no axle in between the wheels or the tires. How are you even driving that thing? Oh, nice dodge roll. Okay. Come on. I'm still waiting for something. And if this doesn't make me laugh, we'll look at something else.
Doing some home improvements, Roman. You going to build this mansion you tell me about?
Nightclubs, women, titties.
Titties.
You can play, right?
Fuck, it's going to explode.
I hope it explodes in a way that makes me laugh. Okay, hold on. We got 2 more minutes of this left. Let's see if we can do anything about this. And the taxi is normal. You inbred. Me. I mean, these are some very sturdy cars that if they're able to withstand all of this. And that guy's just on fire. My. Oh, shit.
Nico, wait for me here while I go inside to clean up.
Okay, but are we gonna get hit again? Or is he gonna get... It happened again! Oh, and again. You can say this is uncrazy taxi, yes. And the cutscene's still messed up. The hell did that guy come from? Oh no. I need to run that back. Just blew up and he doesn't care. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, that got me. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Friday for the DDR stream, followed by Tales Noir. Take care.